Bottom of the ninth. Front door bender, foul tipped. Showdowns for a second straight night in Fort Myers.
And Reese Hampton leading off in the first round of showdowns.
This time he sends it to center, and Alexiadis off to the races. Hampton around third base. Reese comes through, and the Party Animals have their first lead of the ball game. Now he will face Dan Oberst. That ball is destroyed. Oberst around second. Jacobos to the ball. He fires it home to Rodriguez. Mexi's thrown to the backstop. We're going to round two. This one lifted out to center. Krem may have a chance here. Krasminski hurls it home. Oh, man! You couldn't have had a better chuck from Krem. Here's the 3-0. Here comes the chase, and he is right on DR's heels. Throw on the run! Not in time! It was bang bang. DR's speed just enough. Now this one lifted out to right center. Bloomers get to third as Alexiadis gets to the ball. Tag in time. Bang bang at the plate. And EJ bounces this to the left side. Malachi hurtling towards home. It is deja vu. Bananas walk it off in showdowns for a second straight night. What an electric ending to last night's game, and an electric crowd on hand here this afternoon as we bring you our third and final game from Fort Myers, Florida. Tyler Gillum and the guys were out signing autographs early this morning, and we'll get to chat with Gilly on the pregame show in just a little bit. We now look live at the beautiful JetBlue Park, spring training home of the Boston Red Sox, where we have seen two wild banana ball games across the last two nights. Bananas with a Robert Anthony Cruz walk-off in the fourth round of showdowns on Friday night, and then Eric Jones Jr. playing the hero with a third round walk-off in showdowns an evening ago. Today the Nanners look for the sweep and 5 straight wins ahead of our home opening weekend this coming Friday, back up in Savannah. It's a beautiful day for it here in Fort Myers. Welcome on inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thanks for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. Josh, back-to-back games with showdowns. Now, 3 of our 7 games this year have gone to showdowns. A total of 11 rounds between those games. It's been a crazy start to the tour.
The Sunshine State has received plenty of showdowns alone. I mean, you talk about 7 rounds of showdowns, and in each of these first 2 games, we've seen the Savannah Bananas coming out on top. So they're going for the sweep against the Party Animals, trying to extend their win streak to 5 games as well. And we saw not only were they propelled by the bat of Eric Jones Jr., but it was KJ Jackson who was a real superstar a night ago. 5 trick plays for the Bananas, 4 at first base and 1 at third, with the game on the line in the final inning.
We get to see KJ back at the hot corner this afternoon. EJ on the other side of the diamond. Going to be fun to see how the boys at the corners make it work trick play-wise for the Nanners. Of course, Cox and Olsen up the middle. Coxey, once again, 7 games in, at the top of the trick play leaderboard.
Yeah, it's been really impressive what we've seen from a trick play standpoint. 45 in this series, and all in all, these guys are averaging 22 trick plays per game on the dot.
All right, can't wait to see what happens this afternoon. Let's get a sneak peek at the Bananas dance on the field. We've got a lot of pregame fun for you in store here over the next few minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you hear that sound. It is now time to get our spirit fingers high in the sky. Spirit fingers high in the sky. It is now time for a Bananas tradition, one that started way back in 2016. This tradition has brought us 4,201 wins, a number that is completely made up. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for tonight's Banana Baby! In the midst of all this chaos, we are mighty calm out here. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise one more time for tonight's Banana Baby!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, direct your attention to the green monster. They're the wildest, craziest, sexiest, most outrageous group of animals you will ever lay your eyes on. And they're here for just one reason: to party! JetBlue Park, make some noise for the party animals! For your party animals, number 6, Reese Helton. Number 12, Noah Fisher. X Jake Skull. Number 4, Tanner Tinder Thomas. Number 11, Chase Acuff. Number 8, Bryson Bloomer. Number 5, Andy Cosgrove. Number 18, Armando Becerra. Number 9, Dustin Bieber. And number 20, Sal Jacobo. The party animals are managed by Mike Vava Levasis, assisted by Thomas Simino and Anthony How You Doing Coramado. These are your party animals!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am bringing some bananas power to the plate. His name is Grayson. Come on, Grayson. He is 5 years old, and he's attempting to hit a home run against these party animals. And he's getting some on-deck swings right now. Can I hear some noise from my dear friend, Grayson? We're working on our bat flips. Grayson, come on. Now we're heading to home plate. He's taking his sweet time. He's so ready for banana ball. Come on over here, Grayson. He's got a weapon in his hands. All right, he can take a stance wherever he wants. Here comes pitch number 1. Brett, you got to quit throwing that thing so hard. That's going to be strike 1. Grayson, you got this. Grayson. There's strike number 2. Brett is not playing very fair. He's throwing hard fastballs. Whoa! But Split says he's had enough of all this nonsense, and Grayson's gonna have a fair fight now. Grayson, go smack that ball, my friend. Here we go. Grayson winds up, and he is going to smack that ball up the middle. He hits it really hard up the middle, and we're going to go to first. Come on, Grayson, I'll go with you. The baseball is being thrown around the infield. Grayson is running to first base. Oh my goodness! I just got tackled. I'm good. Grayson's on his way to first base. His dad is a hero. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet. This is the craziest home run hitter I've ever seen in my life. Grayson's running really fast. He's rounding third base. He's headed to the plate. I'm getting choked out. Is he going to score? Please score. What's happening? That was the craziest thing I've ever been a part of.
Well, now that we have witnessed the most chaotic home run hitter in the illustrious history of banana ball, let's learn the 11 rules of our yuck sport.
The name of the game is banana ball, and this is the fastest, most entertaining game in sports. Rule number 1, win the inning, win the point. If you score the most runs in an inning, you get a point. The most points win the game. But in the last inning of banana ball, every run counts as a point. Rule number 2, there is a 2-hour time limit. No new inning can start when the clock hits 0. Rule number 3, if you step out of the batter's box, it is a strike. Rule number 4, no bunting. If you bunt, you're thrown out of the game. Rule number 5, batters can steal first. Rule number 6, no walks allowed. It becomes a ball 4 sprint until every position player touches the ball. Rule number 7, no mound visits. Nope. Rule number 8, if a fan catches a foul ball, it is an out. In banana ball, everything's in play, so you better be ready. Rule number 9, the showdown tiebreaker. If the game is tied at the end of 9 innings, or when time expires, it is pitcher versus hitter with 1 fielder, and the hitter has to score. Rule number 10, the banana ball challenge rule. You, the fans, have the opportunity to challenge a ruling on the field. Rule number 11, the golden batter rule. A team can send up any batter to hit in any spot in the lineup. This is guaranteeing the best possible matchup at the end of the game when it matters most. These are the official rules of banana ball.
Fans' first rule of them all. Fort Myers, did you folks bring your gloves
Well, how about
today?
this special player edition of the sheet race? Cowboy Kyle still trying to get his sheet situated as he approaches the line. Looks like Nate Tellier is out there in the brown, Mark Smith in the light green, and Ty Jackson in the yellow. What a fearsome foursome. Remember, every limb has to be inside the sheet at all times, or else you are disqualified. And I take the rules very seriously. This is near and dear to my heart here.
Of all the people right now, it looks like Cowboy Kyle at a little bit of a disadvantage because of his height and also that bedazzled cowboy hat.
That's right. Looks like he took that sheet from our hotel room. He's not disqualified if the cowboy hat comes off. That's not important. It's really just all about the 4 limbs and the sheet. And they are off. Ty Jackson and Mark Smith, 1 and 2 in that order. Tellier right behind it. Cowboy Kyle, he's already tumbled down. He is out of this race, rolling through the outfield. Mark Smith pulls ahead of Ty Jackson. Now Nate Tellier entering the conversation. Oh no, but Mark Smith has lost a limb. He's disqualified. Nate Tellier, you are the victor. Ty Jackson doesn't even make the finish line. Cowboy Kyle never got past second base, but they'll get second and third because they kept the limbs inside the sheet. Oh man, that was a wild one. Fun vibe in the air here Sunday afternoon in Fort Myers. And to get even spicier, let's welcome into the broadcast head coach of the Savannah Bananas, Mr. Tyler Gillum. Gilly, this is year 8 here. You have seen the evolution of this sport. We're in the Banana Ball 3.0 era. How cool is it to see how far Banana Ball has come and how great it has been across 7 games so far here in 2025?
Boom, baby, I'm telling you. I think we're creating the hardest game in sports right here. It's electric. We've had 2 nights of showdowns. Bananas, party animals are evenly matched. It's electric.
Gilly, your squad is on an impressive 4-game win streak currently, but ball 4 sprints have still been a weakness for your team. What are the plans to try and right that ship?
Yeah, the goal is to throw 2 strikes in 3 pitches, right? So we want to pound the zone as much as possible, get early contact, create a bunch of trick plays. Last night we had over 20 trick plays together as a group, and the game was close. So as long as we're continuing to pound the zone, get early contact, I think these guys, as we move week to week, are going to continue to get better.
Well, you know, Reggie Horton will tell you, you got to win those 2-2 counts if you end up in them. You mentioned the showdowns, Gilly. We have had 2 wild ones so far. How have your guys continued to come out on top here in these really tight games with 4 rounds and 3 rounds of showdowns so far in Fort Myers?
Yeah, we're responding. It's play the next pitch, pitch by pitch, and these guys keep winning pitch by pitch. It doesn't matter the adversity that they're going through, they still find a way to win. I mean, these showdowns, I had 2 fans in VIB today tell me that these were the biggest never forget moments in Banana Land that they've seen thus far. So the showdowns are electric. Hey, let's see if we can go 3 showdowns in 3 nights. What do you say, boys?
Coach, speaking of never forget moments, we've seen a lot of brand new things that have hit Banana Ball this season. But in today's game, if we focus on today alone, what is a bold prediction for something that will blow people's mind?
You know, I think the biggest thing is going to be Stilts coming out with a strikeout. We haven't had a Stilt strikeout yet. That is probably what is on my bingo card today.
I love it. Sounds great. Thank you so much. Good luck getting the sweep and 5 straight wins, and most importantly, have fun down there.
Boom, baby. Let's go, boys.
Thanks, Gilly. There
Thank you,
goes
Coach.
the head honcho for the Bananas. Let's take a look at the man he is sending out on the mound, as well as his counterpart this afternoon. It's Gage Voorhees for the Bananas, opposed by Brett Helton on the Party Animals side.
Yeah, and things didn't quite go right for Brett Helton in his last start. 3 walk-offs allowed against the Bananas and was handed the loss. Loves pitching to contact. Unfortunately, that went awry for him, giving up 5 hits. He also allowed 3 ball 4 sprints. Very rare for the man who finished with the 2nd lowest ball 4 sprint rate a year ago for the boys in black and pink. But for Gage Voorhees on the Banana side, mighty impressive. And what stood out was trick pitching that we saw from Gage, yet to land a trick pitch strikeout, but he was also continuously messing with the timing of batters. Lots of stutter steps, lots of different movements that he was pulling out on the pitcher's mound. And he's also a pretty funky guy. He throws from 3 different arm angles, and the Party Animals have hopefully prepared for that accordingly.
Yeah, a clash of styles, a clash of resumes today. You got Brett Helton, a guy with 4 years of affiliated baseball experience in the Pittsburgh Pirates minor league organization, 4 years of independent pro experience after that in the American Association, the majority with the Fargo Red Hawks, and then finishing up a little cup of coffee with the Milwaukee Milkmen. And then Gage Voorhees, a guy who went straight from college to Banana Ball, but has the Bananas and Banana Ball experience from his 2022 summer with the squad.
Well, Tyler Gillum told me last year when they were recruiting guys for the Visitors, Banana Ball's developmental team, Gage Voorhees was one of the first guys who came to mind for him. Loved what he brought to the team collegiately in 2022 and knew that he was going to be perfect in transitioning into Banana Ball. And he was the night 1 starter for the Visitors in what we saw in 2 different weekends last year. And he's already becoming one of the stalwarts in this Bananas rotation and hoping to turn in a 2nd stellar performance.
You get to look down at the field. Shark just finishing up the cast intros. Stilts, Vincent Chapman, and here comes the man we all love, so near and dear to our hearts, our dancing bass coach, Maceo Harrison. And now it's time to get the fans rowdy here in Fort Myers. Let's see what DR's got.
DR Meadows here, and it looks like the cast is ready. All the players are ready. So it's now time for you, the fans, to get ready. So I need everyone here to get on your feet. I need everyone here at Fenway South to get on your feet and help me welcome out 5-year-old Shiloh! What's up, Shiloh? All right, Shiloh, your job here is very easy and important. You have to get everyone here warmed up for this game, so whatever you do, they have to do. Are you ready for this? Yes. Crank it, Shark. Oh, get those hands together. Okay, Shiloh, now we'll jump in there. We're rolling it, okay. A lot of energy for a Sunday day game. Get into it, Shiloh. The sprinkler. You use a little water out here, it's getting hot. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, the Macarena? How do you know that one? Oh, a little hey baby. Go, Shiloh. Is that the Reese Hampton? How do you know that guy? He's an enemy. Jumping jacks. Oh, no, not that, Susan. Too hot for that, Shiloh. Oh, give those hands together, everybody. Give it up one more time for Shiloh, everybody!
Well, the fans are fired up. Hope you were following the lead as well at home. And now get those voices ready, because our next man on the field will be requesting them. Here comes the young professor.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, and potassium enthusiasts from around the world, today, you and thousands of your friends here live and millions more watching at home have gathered here to witness something beyond your wildest imagination. From Montana to Savannah, from the Isle of Man to Tokyo, Japan, the Banana Maniacs come from across the globe to witness this. This is not baseball. This is the crucible where the fastest, hungriest, and most entertaining players are forged. This is a game of the fans, by the fans, and for the fans. But this is not your granddad's pastime. This is not just another day at the ballpark. This game is baseball by birth, fruit by name, and an absolute worldwide phenomenon by the grace of God. This is the time for all 10,000 people here in Fort Myers, Florida, to get on your feet and give me your voices. Because this is the greatest show in sports. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Banana Ball! To meet the starting lineup for your Savannah Bananas. Leading off the center fielder, number 5, DR the Doc Meadows. Batting second to DH, number 19, Dan Ober. At first base, number 3, Eric Jones. Batting fourth in left field, number 15, we call him Rack Robert Anthony Cruz. In right field, number 2, Reese Superman Alexiadis. At second base, he wears number 8. He is our greatest showman, Jackson Olsen. The catcher, numero 1, Bill Leroy. At third base, number 4, Kyle K.J. Jackson. The extra hitter, number 11, Correll Prime. And at shortstop, number 6, our glove magician, Ryan Cox. On the mound for your Bananas this afternoon, Gage Voorhees. Your Your Savannah Bananas are managed by Tyler Gillum, assisted by Adam Virant, Eric Fox, and Reggie Horte. Fans, please remain standing and remove your hats. Here to honor America with the singing of today's national anthem, please welcome Bethany Freer.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were sure gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Bethany Freer.
You are watching Game 8 of the 2025 Banana Ball World Tour. Our third and final battle between the Bananas and Party Animals here in Fort Myers, Florida. Bananas looking for a sweep, riding a 4-game winning streak, and the Party Animals trying to salvage the 3-game set and pick up some momentum before we head back to Savannah this coming Friday. We get to see Banana Ball in a brand new historic Grayson Stadium for the first time. But let's get back to the present. Take a look at the Party Animals starting lineup this afternoon. Same first 5 as all 7 games prior. Reese Hampton, Noah Fisher, Jake Skoll, Tanner Thomas, and then Chase Acuff. 6 through 10, Bryson Bloomer, Andy Cosgrove, Armando Becerra, Dustin Baber, and Sal Jacobo.
Last night, the Party Animals picked up only 4 hits against the Bananas. Fortunately for them, 3 of them happened to go for extra bases, and we saw Jake Skoll's opposite field mash over the monster. He is hoping for more extra bases in tonight's or in today's game. We've got Bryson Bloomer moving over to first base with Jason Swan out today, and that gets Jacobo back in the lineup in the 10th hole.
Yeah, we have not gotten any news on the injury Jason Swan suffered last night on his booming double sliding into second base. We will certainly have news for you this coming Friday once we're back in Savannah. On the mound for the Nanners, taking on this formidable Party Animals lineup, it is Gage Voorhees, the 2022 Collegiate Banana guy. Was on the Visitors and Firefighters a year ago, and now back in yellow for 2025.
Second start of the tour for Gage Voorhees, and the last time out, he was terrific. 4 innings pitched, allowing 5 hits to the Party Animals, 1 earned run, 2 sprints, and 1 strikeout. That he would like to work on, but a 3-minute and 52-second average minutes per inning mark, really impressive for the right-hander, who, by the way, has induced 70.5% of his outs, including that have included a trick play. He has been a trick play inducing machine.
And he can indeed wiggle his ears. If you see him in the Party Plaza this year, he will show you. Let's take a look at the defense behind him. Left to right in the outfield for the 3rd straight game here in Fort Myers. It is Cruz, Meadows, and Alexiadis. In the infield, 3rd to 1st, Kyle Jackson, then Cox, Olson, EJ, and Leroy. Let's get it down to the young professor to kick this game off. Boy, he looks good this afternoon. And Mr. Young Professor.
All right, Banana Maniacs, it's time for the moment you have all been waiting for. When I count to 3, I need everybody here at the top of your lungs to say, start the clock. 1, 2, 3. Showtime!
Showtime indeed. Party Animals would love some early offense. I mean, why not? But they fell behind 3-0, 3 innings into the game last night. Ended up battling back, scored 3 straight points. Got the game to showdowns, ended up falling after 3 rounds for the Eric Jones Jr. walk-off. These boys would feel a whole lot better if they could nab themselves an early lead in points. Quick 0-2 count on Hampton here.
Fortunately for the Party Animals, despite the offensive struggles early for Reese Hampton, he's been very good at getting himself on base in this first inning as Gage Voorhees attempts his first trick pitch of the afternoon and misses outside.
Well, he's got a lot more tricks in his bag. Hampton, a defensive swing right there. That one in on the hands. He sends it out of JetBlue Park. He's 5 for 29 on the tour. Has earned 5 ball-4 sprints. Goes down swinging. Gnarly changeup there from Voorhees. Great way to start his day.
And that's the scouting report you're seeing on Gage Voorhees. Not only does he possess those trick pitches, but what he's going to do is mess with the batter's timing. And you saw him dangle that leg for just a brief period before delivering the off-speed pitch to Reese Hampton that he swung through.
And Noah Fisher, as Voorhees drops down. Fish plunked in the arm, not thrilled about it. Let's see what Jacobo has for him here. Yeah, that's a tough reset right there. Incredible streak they were on, 207 days without an accident. It's going to take a while to get back to that. Good to see Fish A-OK. Well, that's step 1 for the Party Animals, a man aboard. Now they bring their best bat to the plate. Jake Skoll climbed the monster last night. Opposite field home run, an impressive blast for a lefty. Impressive blast for anybody. The monster here in Fenway South is nearly 43 feet high. The monster in Boston's just over 37 feet high. So it's a much taller task actually down here in Fort Myers than in Beantown.
We had 3 runs batted in for the Party Animals a night ago. Has an extra base hit in 5 consecutive games. Trying to make it 6 as Voorhees is ahead 1-2 and delivers a pitch low.
Good take there. That's the changeup that got Hampton swinging to start the game. Tries to backdoor the slider. Can't find it, and now the count is full. Interesting to see if Fisher takes off. 1 down, payoff coming. He stays put, and Skoll fouls it off the roof. Nice catch on a ricochet. The fans appreciate it. Does not count. Hit the roof, hit the ground, then was snagged. The Fluff Man's not happy about it, though. This one chopped past the lunging try of Eric Jones Jr. Fisher's going to go station to station. And Skoll just keeps on hitting. That is his tour-leading 14th knock of the year.
He carved out a great 7-pitch battle against Gage Voorhees, now trying to set up Tanner Thomas for possibly receiving a mistake pitch during this plate appearance.
Brady Kice getting into the Tanner Thomas brand new walk-up song here in his 4th tour. Sounds like a Britney Spears Womanizer Pony remix. He told me before the year, it's egregious, but I think it fits my character. He's got a 1-1 count.
Well, I heard that Shannon, his date the other night on Valentine's Day, actually loved it.
I bet she did. That was one of my favorite bits of this young tour. 2-1 count here on Thomas. He's left the yard twice. 8 for 30, hitting just below 300. This a broken bat. Cox and KJ converging, and Ryan Cox will grab it just in front of his third baseman for the second out.
Risky communication. It came very late. And I think because you saw Cox and KJ so close to one another when the glove magician finally caught that one, that is what interfered with the possible trick play for one of those two defenders on the left side of the infield.
Yeah, tough one for the umpires too. You're not sure if it's hit high enough to call infield fly. I did not see any of our umpires in the infield call it. I think I would have, but easy to be a Monday morning quarterback. Things happen fast in Banana Land. 0-1 count here on Chase Acuff. He's got 2 men on with 2 down. That one lined into left. Robert Anthony Cruz takes it off the grass. And Voorhees works in and out of trouble.
What has been a real problem for the Bananas early this tour, allowing a lot of first inning runs. Gage Voorhees with a much needed clean first inning for his crew.
Here comes Brett Helton. No offense, of course, so he's got to put up a 0, or else boys in black and pink will fall behind 1-0, 1 inning in. But Brett has been here many times before. This is his 3rd World Tour. Started his Banana Ball career, Summer Series in 2022. And we talked about it on the pregame show. An illustrious professional baseball pitching career before he graced us with his presence here in Banana Land.
Yeah, former Pittsburgh Pirates minor leaguer Helton surrendered 3 walk-ups to the Bananas last Saturday. It was not what he wanted, and what was extremely rare is the fact that he allowed 3 ball 4 sprints. He had the 2nd lowest sprint rate on the Party Animals a season ago, but 50% of the outs that he's induced have included a trick play, and what Brett Helton is always trying to do is pitch to contact and let his defenders do the work behind him. He really trusts his guys in the infield and outfield.
Let's get a gander at the Bananas starting lineup that opposes Helton this afternoon. It's the usual suspects at the top. Pierre Meadows, Dan Oberst, Eric Jones Jr., and then Robert Anthony Cruz in the cleanup spot. Reese Alexiadis, Jackson Olsen, Bill Leroy in the bottom 3, Kyle Jackson, Carell Prime, and Ryan Cox.
And the Bananas had to put KJ Jackson back in the lineup in today's contest after he was 1 for 2 with a double, but also had 5 trick plays in the ball game. 4 at first base, 1 at third.
And here comes the doctor. 11 for 21 here in his 4th Banana Ball World Tour. Everybody doing the math at home, that's hitting .524. Pacing all hitters, his 11 hits, pacing the Bananas.
Which is actually still better than Stilts, who is batting .500 this season.
Yeah, 1 for 2. But the sample size is small.
Give the guy some credit here, Beeks.
It's the 2nd best batting average in Banana Land. Can't argue with that. Take that for data. Well, DR represents the inning-winning run. That'll be the case for everybody who comes to the plate. And that one cranked foul. Look out, Gillum. DR is one of Gilly's favorites. I'll tell you that. It's the guy who joined the 2022 Collegiate Banana Squad halfway through the summer and became a mainstay in the infield. Stole 26 bases and 27 tries. Such an integral part of that 2nd straight CPL championship squad.
When he really settled in was when he moved to the leadoff spot in May of 2023. The Bananas really having a hard time finding where they wanted him in the lineup. But PR Meadows' afternoon is going to start with a ground out and a trick play to Chase Acuff. Party Animals on the board with the first trick play of the afternoon.
Acuff up to 15 now on the tour. Nice way to tie the doctor for 2nd place, and what a stretch from Bryson Bloomer. Normally, he's at the other corner in the infield, showing off his versatility. That's a guy going back to his Collegiate Bananas days. We saw him at shortstop, third, and second, as well as the outfield. What a scoop by Sal Jacobo between the legs with the bounce. Bloomer jumping, coming back down on the bag. And an emphatic and erratic out call by Seth Markham, the first base umpire.
You got a shimmy, a couple dance moves from Sal Jacobo. He had a trick play in his banana ball debut, now gets his first all on his lonesome. Some nice transitions, almost a risky throw, but Bryson Bloomer using his height to jump up, grab that one, and save a second trick play in the inning for the Animals.
Eric Jones Jr. stands in the way of a 1-2-3 inning. This one nubbed the opposite way. Helton will grab it between the legs, flips it between the legs. First trick play of the tour for Helton, 3 on the inning for the Animals. That is a quick 1-2-3 frame for Helton.
2 minutes on the dot for Brett Helton, and it comes with 3 trick plays. The Animals and Bananas tied through 1.
Let's hear from Brett. Trick Toll's got him.
Oh, Brett, you're singing, you're dancing, and then you're getting a trick play. Yeah, name of the game is Banana Ball, to entertain. And sometimes you can just dominate too. So right now we're entertaining. It's a Darty for the Darty Animals. It's a Sunday afternoon and we're gonna win! Brett, how much sleep did you get last night? The perfect amount. Less than anyone else, more than I needed, and we're here! What do you have to say to the ladies? Well, it's Sunday. I don't got any plans after this. Brett Helton, go Darty Animals. I don't even know. I don't even know what to do with them. Party on.
Thank you very much, Drake. That is patented Brett Helton right there. It's going to be Bryson Bloomer, Andy Cosgrove, and Armando Becerra. And what a start to Andy's first tour with the Party Animals it has been. He's 7 for 22, a homer, 3 doubles, had the Lion King walk-up in Mesa. He's been driving in runs at a historic pace, 13 RBIs. He's pacing the pack.
He's had one 6 RBI game and a 5 RBI game this year for the Party Animals. Second on their team in slugging percentage. And he is the second man due up this inning after Bryson Bloomer is dancing it up in the box.
That 6 RBI game was the opening night of this tour. And it tied this guy, the Boomer, for most RBIs ever in a banana ball game. Also, shout out Noah Fisher back in the 2-hole. He's a part of that 6 RBI in 1 game club as well. All Party Animals. The Boomer, as much as we love to focus on the man on deck, he's having himself a killer third tour. 8 for 24, 9 runs scored, are leading the team. He's earned 4 ball, 4 sprints while only striking out twice. This one popped right side of the infield. Voorhees called off by EJ, who grabs it behind his back. Right on top of his keister for the first out.
Oftentimes, as a first baseman, you're only getting opportunities for trick plays on the throws you're receiving from the other defenders. But Eric Jones Jr. calls off Voorhees, winds up with a nice behind-the-back snag. He is currently 5th on the tour in overall trick plays. He has done so much at first base this year already.
Yeah, he's up to a baker's dozen now. How about the 360 front door bender to get ahead of Cosgrove? And this one fouled off. The numbers you see there from his last year of college ball when he was at NC State. He started at the University of Washington and spent the year in Santa Barbara. 3 schools in 3 years, then years in the Minnesota Twins minor league organization. Battling here behind 0-2.
And wow, Gage Voorhees, overhead delivery, stutter, and then spins a slider fouled off by Cosgrove. And then decides to try and quick pitch, but that one getting away on the outside part of the plate as Cosgrove hit on the hands, jumping around as he skips down to first base. Hope everything is all right. Already 2 times that Voorhees has hit a Party Animal today.
Yeah, Fisher was the first. Now Andy trying to walk this one off. This is scary because Party Animals already down one of their 2 main catchers, with Brunson Ballholm breaking his pinky in the prime season. And Mark Smith is going to pinch run for Cosgrove here, the only other guy with a ton of catching experience on the roster is their head coach, Mike Vivacis. He started behind the plate last night with his best friend Sean Fluke on the bump, but that was his first start since September 16th of 2023, the final game of that tour in Cooperstown, New York. Well, here's Armando Becerra as Voorhees checks on Smith. He's perfect in his lone stolen base attempt so far this year. Armando back in his home state, getting his second start of the weekend. Teammate of Voorhees on that 2022 championship CPL Nanners squad. Starting center fielder, vast majority of that summer. Spent a lot of times at the top of the order. Ends up breaking his bat. The bat dies happy. It's a knock, and Smith will go first to third.
Yeah, defensive swing. That one pretty much fisted into shallow right field. Party Animals are threatening in the top of the second. That hit by pitch now looming pretty large for Gage Voorhees in this inning.
Runners on the corners for Dustin Baber. Voorhees was able to strand a pair on the bags in the first inning. He's in trouble again. He was in trouble a ton his last start too. It was 4 innings of one-run ball, and Baber cashes in. Hot shot through the 6 hole. Dustin drives in Smith, and the Party Animals strike first today. We get to see Smith at the center of the Party Rock Shuffle. Mark Smith has been so good for this Party Animals squad. Their first ever full-time designated runner, the kid out of East Haven, Connecticut. He scored his 9th run. That ties Bloomer for the team lead now.
And there's something so fun about seeing a rookie lead the charge on that Party Rock anthem celebration. You've got to love it.
Heck of a job by Baber. He stands at first. Becerra on second. Sal Jacobo in the box. At the bottom of this order, gets the start at third. And lines that one to left, straight to Robert Anthony Cruz. And Mondo's going to be doubled up by a mile. Lost track of the outs. A strike from Rack to Olson. And that'll end the frame with 1 run scored.
Not sure if Becerra thought that there were 2 outs or if he just read that one off the bat of Jacobo wrong. The Bananas bail out Gage Voorhees in 5 minutes and 1 second.
Well, as we love to do in the middle of the second inning, let's touch on some Banana Ball basics, talking about our newest rule here, the golden batter. 1 time a game, each team can send any hitter in the lineup or off the bench, but if you're taking someone off the bench, you could just use a pinch hitter. So you're probably going to pull someone from your lineup because the goal is to get your best hitter to hit in one of the most important spots on the game. And of course, because it is late in the game, it's usually one of the best hitters against one of the best pitchers. Creates some amazing matchups.
Yeah, and occasionally we've even seen the golden batter used for a guy to bat back-to-back times against a certain pitcher, especially if they have his number. Now, what we've seen lately, a lot of success for the Savannah Bananas utilizing their golden batter this season. Robert Anthony Cruz batting against Ryan Rodriguez a weekend ago in Glendale with the knock. And then we've seen in each of the last 2 games here in Fort Myers, single from DR Meadows on night 1. And then how about the deja vu? Cruz battling against Rodriguez and collecting a second knock. He is 4 for 4 batting in the 9th inning this season.
It's the new Chase Acuff. Really impressive stuff from Rack. Tanner Thomas has been captain clutch for the Party Animals. Cruz certainly filling that role for the Nanners, and he gets to lead off the bottom of the second inning with Alexiadis on deck and Olson in the hole. Rack's been dynamic, 10 for 25, hitting an even .400, leading the tour with his 3 homers, leading the Bananas with his 5 extra base hits, and he scorches that one foul. The fans do not catch it. Helton took care of the top three. 1, 2, 3. 2 ground outs for Meadows, Oberst, and EJ in the first inning. That is that big bender. Nasty stuff. Healthy swing and a miss from Cruz.
It's been really the only pitfall for Rack offensively. Those changeups in the dirt doing an awful lot of damage as Helton stutters on the mound, shakes the leg, and delivers a ball outside.
Great to see Andy Cosgrove still in there behind the plate. No worse for wear after being plunked in the top of the frame. And that's a great take by Cruz. Count even at 2-2. Rack was cracking me up on the bus ride here today. He said, feels like he's either going to strike out on 3 pitches or blast a ball so far this year. And he'll play with a smile on his face either way. He's got a great mentality and a great eye. Fastball just misses there. He's worked the count from 0-2 to 3-2. He represents the inning tying run. Gets a fastball, sends it the other way. Fisher a long way to run. He can't get there. A victim of the ball four sprint defense. Rack is going to hold up with a single. I think he thought, because he really did not square the ball up, that was going to be a fly out. Forgot how far in the Party Animals might be with 3 balls on him.
Got under the ball a little too much. Threw the bat down in disgust.
Yeah.
Now the Party Animals had shifted in because of a potential ball four sprint defensive situation. Rack winds up beating the shift, but is only able to get 1 base. But the Bananas have inserted Malachi Mitchell to try and get into scoring position.
Reese Alexiadis high down the left field line. Fisher is watching it bounce just barely foul. We've got a 6-man umpiring crew, so Chris Jeffrey down the left field line had a great view of that one. Check on Mitchell. Helton gives him his C move, just a lob over there. Let him know that he hasn't forgotten about the Bananas designated runner, and then floats in a beautiful bender to get strike 2 on Reese. Malachi waves to Brett. Couple looks around each shoulder. And this one down the right field line. Becerra can't get there. It bounces fair and into the stands for a ground rule double. That's actually a fortuitous bounce for the Party Animals, because Mitchell would have been barreling home if it didn't end up in the stands.
You saw Brett Helton actually raise his hands up. That's one of the lone times you will ever see a pitcher excited about a ground rule double. The Splash the Kid was barreling around the bases, trying to score on that sinking fly ball from Reese Alexiadis down that right field line.
Sticky situation here, infield in for Jackson Olsen. Cosgrove! Oh, what a throw! Jacobo puts the tag on Flash. That is a massive first out, and Andy continues to gun down Bananas on the base paths.
3rd time that Flash has been gunned down due to Andy Cosgrove this season. One more look, and Cosgrove set it up perfectly. Wanted a pitch on the outside portion of the plate so he could get the snap throw back to salvage Jacobo. That was just played and executed perfectly.
Oh, that's immense. You get the first out. The infield now gets to play back. Makes it a lot harder for Olsen to poke it through. And now the inning tying runs on second instead of that man, Mr. Alexiadis, who's got excellent speed, being the inning winning run. Now that moves to Olsen in the ditch. Fan nearly made a killer catch on that foul ball. The side of the monster with his hat. Instead, this one scorched. Nice play by Baber. He will take the shore out at first with the bounce. Give himself a trick play. Seth Markham with a backflip. And with 2 outs, Alexiadis now over to 3rd.
And you saw Baber, when he fielded that ball, aware of his surroundings. He was gauging the situation and knew that he wanted a trick play as well. And the best opportunity for him to grab one, bouncing that one over to Bryson Bloomer at first base. And it's a lot of trust in Baber. He thinks Helton can get Bill Leroy out and preserve this Party Animals lead. Get them on the board first today.
The 8-year Banana sends this one high and deep to left. Bill Leroy, 2-run walk-off blast over the monster.
Bill Leroy with a couple high fives with his Bananas teammates coming out of the dugout. And with 2 outs, the inning on the line, the Bananas backstop delivers home run number 1 on his 2025 campaign. That was a monster match.
An emphatic jump onto home plate. That is back-to-back ball games where the Party Animals were 1 out away from claiming the first point with a 1-run lead in an inning. And a Banana hit a 2-run homer to steal the frame from them. It was Rack last night. It's Bill here this afternoon. This ballpark was built for the 8-year Banana. Cleared the jumbo monster with ease. Talked about it earlier today. This thing's over 5 feet taller than the Green Monster up in Boston. And it also offers a unique spot for the Banana Band. Past couple games they have been on top of it. Today they're in the middle of it. You can see the netting there. So if you hit the ball off the net, the ball is still in play. And speaking of the Banana Band, they had quite a fun task earlier today. Manager of the Boston Red Sox, Alex Cora, walking out to the practice fields here in Fort Myers, and he got the royal treatment from the best band in all the land. Playing a little Hey Baby, and coaching staff, players alike, got a big kick out of this. I mean, I think this is how AC should walk out on the field for every practice, every game. He deserves the brass behind him.
Yeah, and I think, maybe we'll see the Boston Red Sox pulling out some of these, the music and the Hey Baby dance moves on the home opener in 2025.
Can't wait to see what they pull out. Congratulations to Red Sox Nation on the recent signing of Alex Bregman, took the best free agent off the market. It'll be fun to watch. Also, it'll be fun to see if Christian Campbell actually challenges him for that second base spot. Got a tremendous prospect there. A lot of buzz about him this spring. Top of the order here for the Party Animals. Reese Hampton throws away the bat in disgust. D.R. Meadows backpedaling, backflipping, can't make the catch. Hampton was hot dogging it. Now he turns the turbo jets on and will grab 2 bases on the missed trick play.
Well, these trick plays for outfielders getting much harder in these day games with the sun in their eyes, and it looks like when D.R. Meadows was sizing that one up, he wound up just a bit in front of that banana ball as he wound up whiffing.
That's D.R.'s first missed trick play in 16 tries this year. Really impressive that it took him that long, especially with how many backflip catches he has already succeeded on this year. Voorhees bringing in Olson, Cox, and the aforementioned Meadows. A little 3-2-2 action. Good hip movement here. The boys are in sync. And Noah Fisher deep to left, Cruz towards the wall, watches it bang off the monster. Hampton's gonna score. Fisher takes his spot at second. And for a second straight frame, the Party Animals offense pushes a run across. See how they're gonna celebrate. Looks like Vincent Chapman's taking center stage. Getting a great reaction from the crowd. He's trying his darndest. Party Animals are all giving him thumbs down. So Vincent's gonna step aside. Mark Smith. Well, he's just gonna clean up. That's the end of the performance. So Vincent is aside, and Mark's just gonna clean off home plate. Yeah. Huh. Gotta love this. Yeah, crowd likes it too.
Oh, yeah!
All right, give us some more, Mark. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yeah! Go buck wild, buddy. Yeah! Oh, he can't stop.
Oh, baby, that's the good stuff.
could watch that for 2 more hours. Vincent wants to be a part of the fun again. Yeah, no, nobody wants that. Yeah, that's what we want, Vince. And now they'll party. It's an homage to SpongeBob SquarePants, for anybody who's wondering what the heck just happened.
Surprised I didn't hear an, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks!"
Vincent was playing the role of Squidward. Smith, the main man himself.
It's not easy to play Squidward.
Say that for yourself, Josh.
4.5 stars out of 10.
Come on, Josh. This is my first Squidward impression attempt ever.
It got better as you kept talking.
Yeah, it's the first time I've tried it. Could have practiced that on the pre-show. 0-2 here to Jake Skoll. And he foul tips it. Fisher off second. Skoll singled his first time. Sees his first ball this plate appearance and sees another. Sight for sore eyes there for Fish. He's now 4 for 26 on the tour, but has been very productive. Running a lot of ball four sprints. What a snag in the stands! That breaks the streak. First foul out to fans across the last 6 games.
There were none in Glendale. We had none in Fort Myers to this point. But that young fan fortunately brought his glove to the banana ball game and came away with a great snag sitting along that left field railing. Looks like he got some autographs today too. He's having himself a heck of a day.
It's a big first out for the Bananas. Heater behind the keister of Tanner Thomas, who will show off his switch hitting abilities. Vincent Chapman wasn't even paying attention. He saw where Bill was setting up. That it was going to be an uncompetitive pitch. Spooked Tanner, who now gets the full Bill Leroy experience. Holds barred there. And a 3-0 count on Thomas. First ball gifted to him. Next two missed the zone accidentally. Or he's back in there. Well, there's the sprint. A costly one at that. Fisher will score easily. The Bananas get it to all 7 fielders behind the pitcher and catcher in short order, so Thomas only grabs 1 bag. Picks up his 9th stake of the year.
Good discipline from Tanner, a guy who is not prone to throwing a lot of ball four sprints, but for Gage Voorhees has not shown the best command here in the 3rd inning and really needs to dial it back in. He's always great with the entertainment aspect, but you obviously have to find that fine line between being entertaining for the crowd, getting them into the ball game, and also being able to execute your pitches at a high level.
Acuff fouls this one out of the premises. Ball and a strike on the Animals shortstop. Flew out to left his first time. That's Voorhees' first sprint he's allowed this afternoon, but he's hit 2 Party Animals as well. That one scolded into left field. Chase up to 13 hits on the tour, just 1 behind Skoll for the season lead. The Animals brought their bats. Had a lot of traffic this afternoon. Stranded 2 in the first. Brought 1 home and stranded 1 in the second. They've brought 2 home here in the 3rd. Have 2 on the bases here for Bryson Bloomer. Takes the bender for strike 1. Voorhees has a slider and a knuckle curve. He gives Bloomer a pair of sliders, working very quickly, goes right back to it. That looked like the knuckle curve right there. Great stop by Leroy. And this one fouled away. First fastball Bloomer's got.
Not only was he working quick with that 3-pitch mix, but still on the 0-2 pitch went with pretty high exaggerated leg kick.
Good take there by Bloomer. That one just a pinch outside. Fastball lifted into foul territory. Eric Jones Jr. can't find it. Oh no, it drops fair. That's a disaster for the Nanners. EJ was right on the line, got turned around. Ball drops right into fair territory. Costly E3.
Yeah, you get a look. Eric Jones Jr. trying to find that one, and you see it strike the chalk. No touch from Eric Jones Jr. and Jackson Olsen not able to come over quickly enough and recover that play.
Ixnay on the E3, that's a single. It was just a, EJ will tell you, an abysmal route to the ball. But really never had a chance to catch it. The adventure he took trying to get to the spot. Ball and 2 strikes here on Andy Cosgrove. Already seen him clear the bases once this year. And he just gets a piece on that. Nowhere to put the Party Animals backstop. Another 1-2. Voorhees drops down, sidearm, just misses the outside corner. Gage not thrilled.
Yeah,
you choice words.
You could tell by the body language. Really wanted the call there from Chapman. And you've seen quite a few arm angles already from Voorhees, traditionally 3-quarter, but trying to go sidearm, and on his 3-2 delivery, Cosgrove can't catch up to the heater. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Voorhees. That was a big one.
That was a clutch. 3-2 heater. For strike 3, looks like he went with 2 seam. And now faces Armando Becerra. Dumped a single into right his first time. Voorhees jumps ahead. Armando hails from Hialeah, Florida. Miami kid, born and raised. He was excellent last year in Miami. This is our 3rd of 6 games we have here in the Sunshine State. The next 2 will be in Lone Depot Park, home of the Marlins. Becerra went 2 for 4 with a pair of doubles last October. Now Voorhees is a ball away from losing this count.
5 runs batted in 2025. He's been so good with runners in scoring position, both from a hitting standpoint and also earning a couple ball 4 sprints.
Payoff, runners on the move. Mondo sends this the other way. Cruz can't get there. 2 runs are home. Bloomer getting the wave around. He will score as well. 3-run double for Mondo.
A massive breakthrough inning for the Party Animals. A 5 spot in the 3rd and in prime position to not miss game.
Here comes Dustin Baber.
Hey, hell yeah. What a walk up there from Babes.
Just a bunch of animals. That's pretty apropos. Shout out Nickelback. One just misses up. 2-0 count. Big smoked an RBI single to the left side his first time. Peppers this one foul. This one skied, foul territory. Leroy and Jackson converging. KJ makes the call behind the back. Well, a highlight to put a bow on an impressive offensive inning for the Animals.
And an impressive series defensively for KJ Jackson. The Party Animals, 5 runs in the top of the third, but KJ Jackson finally able to stop the bleeding with a sweet behind the back grab and a kiss of that banana ball.
Let's get it down to the young professor, brand new promo.
So we're going to put their love to the test in a little race. Here's what's going to happen. When I say go, the husbands are going to run down. They're going to sweep their wives off their feet, and they've got to carry them around all the bases. The first one back here, again, they have to still have someone swept off their feet, will be the winners. All right, gentlemen, are we ready? Ladies, are you ready? Then on your marks, get set, go! Here go the fellas. Young love there, Wyatt's in the lead. They just got married yesterday, sweeping her off her feet. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, nice and easy, fellas, nice and easy. Don't drop the wives, okay? All right, Wyatt is in lockstep with Kyle. It's a long way to go. It's a long way to go, yes. This is the second world's slowest race, ladies and gentlemen. We saw the first one earlier, but we're seeing the second one now. They are going strong. Fellas, all right, wait. Oh, wait a minute. The newlyweds are in the lead. You gotta keep them up. Come on, Allison. I can't believe it. Look at these girls go. They were married yesterday. Give it up for the newlyweds.
Impressive finish there. Crowd goes crazy. Well deserved for our contestants. Feat of strength on display as we head to the bottom of the third inning. A lot of wiggle room here for Brett Helton. 5 runs from the offense. Faces the bottom 3 in the Bananas order. Kyle Jackson takes ball 1. Terrell Prime on deck. Ryan Cox waiting in the hole. KJ with a big swing, fouls it out of JetBlue Park. 2 for 10 here to start his first full world tour, but 4 ball, 4 sprints compared to just 3 strikeouts. It's been very productive and was our showman of the night last night. Double and 5 trick plays. He was 1 away from tying the single game record. This one's going to be out of the park as well. Oh, no, actually Klang's back in. Uncatchable for an out.
KJ feels like he's tapping into his superstar potential in this series, specifically defensively, but exit velocity on his double a night ago also mighty encouraging as this one is skied into shallow right field. Dustin Baber backing up and diving for that one as it almost floated behind him. And Armando Becerra having some fun with Baber as well, tumbling down to the ground.
I don't know if it's the wind or what's going on here, but now we've seen guys on both teams struggling with balls in the air. DR couldn't nail the backflip catch. EJ never was able to line up a pop-up behind him in the top of this inning. Now Baber able to save the play there with some acrobatics.
Currently 19-mile-an-hour winds blowing out here in JetBlue Park, so that's definitely a major factor.
The go-to count on Correll Prime. These two, as good of friends as you can find this side of the Mississippi. Lived together 6 out of the last 7 years. Helton backflip pitch! Prime cranks it into his dugout. Holy moly, look out, Party Animals.
Well, Prime couldn't let his friend have a trick pitch strikeout against him. The Party Animals clearly are not happy about it, but one more look. Helton trying to run this one inside. Brian, I think he just felt like he had to swing at that one against his longtime buddy in Helton.
Look too close to take as well. I mean, you're not going down looking, I'll tell you that much. Corral out to center, Reese Hampton behind the back, of course. Reese Lightning now 9 for 12 on his trick play attempts here in 2025.
First trick play for Hampton in a couple of games. Just hasn't gotten many opportunities out in center field, but great extension on the glove, angled out behind him to make that sweet snag. Now we have reached the bottom of this Bananas order. Ryan Cox up to bat.
And 1 out away from earning the Party Animals their first point this afternoon. 2-0 count here on the Nanners shortstop. Cox 7 for 19, hitting .368 to kick off his 4th World Tour. What a weapon at the bottom of the order. And of course, sorry about the incoming broadcaster's jinx, but he is yet to strike out.
We said early in the tour that his goal was to strike out 7 times or less this season. He is a firm believer that there's a fear of the guy who never strikes out in a lineup as Baber glove slips the A-cup 360 spin, and the Party Animals claim their first point on a dazzling play by their duo up the middle.
Let's get a look at it real quick. Snazzy stuff from Baber and Acuff, and let's get it down to the field to Jolie Chabala.
Across the United States, there are over 400,000 children and teens in foster care without a permanent home. To raise awareness and support this community, we created Bananas Foster, the official nonprofit of Banana Ball. Our organization is dedicated to celebrating the foster care community while educating and inspiring others to get involved. Today, we are celebrating Jenny and Bart. Jenny has been a single foster mom here in Florida for the last 10 years, welcoming 15 children into her home and adopting 6 into her family. Jenny fell in love with her boyfriend, Bart. Bart was a single dad who has 1 adopted and 1 biological child. Together, the two are inspired to continue to make a difference in the foster care community and are currently parenting a total of 8 children. Fans, please help us celebrate this incredible couple for making a difference right here in the foster care community.
Right there. Someone cut onions in the booth. Golly, waterworks.
Oh, that is Chill City right there. How cool.
Beautiful moment. Beautiful mustache on Bart. That thing is gnarly. That's 2 legends right there. Congratulations so much on the engagement. A beautiful family. Real life superheroes. What a killer ring, Bart. Good job, buddy. Thanks. You can see the sparkle from the booth. Well, we love in Banana Land. about as cool as it gets. Congratulations again to Jenny and Bart. We've got ourselves a heck of a game on our hands as well. Knotted at 1 point apiece as Jared Donaldson will take over for his former collegiate Bananas teammate Gage Voorhees.
Yeah, you see Jared Donaldson already pumped up on the pitcher's mound and rocking a brand new perm as well. Things didn't go his way in Glendale, got the start, and unfortunately had back-to-back innings where he allowed 5 runs to the Party Animals. We just saw a 5-spot from Gage Voorhees. So Donnie hoping to stop the bleeding, and he really pitched really well across these middle innings and trying to get the Bananas a couple points in this ball game.
World tour for Donaldson. Bottom of the order here with Sal Jacobo, and then at the top it is Hampton and Fisher. Raises the outside corner. Pitcher's pitch. Sal disagrees. Everyone entitled to their own opinions here in Banana Land. This one chopped to the left side. Cox flip between the legs, barehanded by KJ. And a nice stretch from EJ on the other end. Dazzling trick play. Cox gets it. KJ with the finish.
Well, we saw what Baber and Acuff did. Now Cox and KJ are getting in on some of that fun. Cox with an under the legs glove flip to a Jackson barehand. And Eric Jones Jr. pretty enthused about that. That is a really cool moment for KJ as well, who has really looked up to Ryan Cox throughout his young Banana Ball career.
Back to the top of the order we go. And final count on Reese Hampton. Vincent Chapman will dance. We had the pleasure of having Vince out on the Party Plaza with us this morning. Wow, he's such a superstar. So fun to get to see the dancing up close and personal. Normally we're viewing it from our current vantage point, which is beautiful as well. Gosh, maybe they keep a cigarette after that one. I certainly didn't feel that way after getting to share the stage with him. He also gave one of the funniest answers I've ever heard in my life. I asked him, we get these guys out there, we have players, Vincent, we like to mix it up. Just fans get to know him a little better. Asked him what his favorite food is. He said sushi. And I said, oh wow, that's kind of surprising from you, Vince. He said, well, no raw sushi, just the cooked sushi. I don't think
didn't know that existed.
I mean, I know you could get it. I understand where he's coming from, but I don't know. Oh, he's the best. I'm crying again up here.
You almost died.
Whole new reason this time.
Oh my God, that scared the crap out of me.
It's actually a sushi restaurant in my hometown in Saugerties. Has a samba roll. They deep fry a roll. It comes out piping hot. One of my favorites all time. So I get what you're saying, Vince. Good chance here for Reese Hampton to grab a couple bases on the sprint. Ball got away from Leroy. So long time before he could start the trip. 7 guys around the bases. Little obstruction there from Hampton, but all in good fun. Denied the exchange from Alexiadis to Jackson. He was on second base.
We got backup.
Little funny business. All is well.
That's what comes with the splitter in Jared Donaldson's arsenal. A lot of balls in the dirt. Roy unfortunately couldn't corral that one the way he would have liked. And Hampton is always gauging the transition that the Bananas infielders are doing, and seeing that a couple of them still needed that banana ball indicated he could get 2 bases.
1 count here on Noah Fisher, and looking at the family with engaged parents now. Awesome stuff. So we've got a 1-2 count now on the Animals left fielder. Congratulations again to Jenny and Bart. I was saying Donnie's so tough to catch because the splitter's disgusting. Work a slider in as well, which is what you saw right there. Now Alexiadis is going to tip drill this one, and Hampton not trying to tag. Alexiadis has a howitzer for a right arm out there.
And you see respect from Hampton for Alexiadis and that arm. One more look at this tip into the bare hand. And that is the 50th trick play in Reese Alexiadis' banana ball career.
He's 6 for 9 now this year. Really impressive. 54 for 57 in his rookie campaign. Somehow never got a tornado catch stuck in the cape of his. It's happened twice to him this year. I'd say he would have nailed both of them if he didn't have the extra fabric on his back. Jake Skoll, he about to right, but Reese is there once again, and he will once again tip it to himself. This time takes a little nap, close out the top of the 4th inning, as Donaldson able to strand Hampton in scoring position.
Great work from Donaldson working around the ball for a sprint. And all of the Bananas, we might just be staying out on the diamond the rest of this day. It's time for an afternoon nap.
It's a tough turnaround from a night game to a day game. Don't get too much sleep. I got 5 hours on the dot last night. Could be worse. You know, we work with what we've got. I'm sure a handful of these players got a lot less than that.
I think you got more than Brett Helton.
Oh, I know I do. Brett Helton famously gets 2 to 4 hours of sleep a night. That's right. You heard me correctly. He gets 2 to 4 hours of sleep. Heard him on his interview with Drake earlier tonight. Said, I think I might be messing up this quote here, but he said, I got a lot less sleep than most, but more than I need. He is built different. I don't understand how he operates, but he's got endless energy. He's a mover and a shaker. He's always checking on his bar, Happy Tap, back in Colorado Springs. There's an insane amount of traveling in the Banana Ball off-season as well, while we hey baby it up. For a 3rd and final time here in Fort Myers in this gorgeous ballpark, Fenway South. 3 straight crowds of over 10,000 on hand. Really special place to get to bring Banana Ball. Thank you to the Boston Red Sox for being such gracious hosts. First in Fenway last June, now in their spring training home. Here in our 5th ever Banana Ball World Tour. Hey everybody! If you're hey babying at home as well, it's a contagious dance. Tough to say no to that. And
I never have.
Yeah, that's a fact. And DR Meadows, something special for us here. Plays the role of Justin Bieber terrifically. Not really sure which one of our guys there. I guess Noah Nisnik gets to be Sean Kingston.
That was my understanding.
Excellent job, Niz, as well. Top of the order here in the bottom of the 4th. Our game knotted at 1 point each. The Bananas just need 1 run to change that. Jump back out in front. Meadows, Oberst, and Jones Jr. Brett Helton out for a 4th inning on the bump. 9-3-1.
Yeah, a lot of time for Brett Helton to deliver that first pitch to DR Meadows with the walk-up that we just saw. Helton having to dial it back in very quickly, but on 5 pitches, it's a ball 4 sprint, and Meadows will not try and grab 2 bases. Nonetheless, the leadoff man on for the Bananas, trying to jump back out to the lead in today's game.
We are all smiles with Maceo Harrison coaching first base. Sans a jersey. Trying to jumpstart a rally. Dan Oberst chops it to Jacobo. He'll go the short way for one. Baber behind the back exchange. I don't think, even going the traditional way, glove to hand, he was going to be able to nab Oberst. He runs very well. Helton and company will be content taking Meadows off the base paths.
We appreciate the effort nonetheless for Dustin Baber, who's making the most of every opportunity that he's given, especially since Glendale. He led the Party Animals in trick plays across that weekend. Oberst replaces Meadows, and now Eric Jones Jr. takes ball one.
Yeah, Baber's got one trick play already today, up to 14 on the tour. In 15 tries. Ball and a strike now on Eric Jones Jr. Gives this one to the right side. Baber and Becerra converging. Mondo will make the call, will tip it, and will handle all of it himself, finishing it off with a basket catch. Good to see Becerra grab his first trick play of his first full Banana Ball World Tour. And also great to see his former collegiate Bananas teammate Ty Jackson. The herky-jerky dance moves coming into the plate. Dan Oberst took off, and Meadows able to wheel around and gun him down at second. Calm, cool, collected. A caught stealing to end the inning, and we're still tied at 1.
And another quick inning in today's ball game for Brett Helton, 2.5 minutes. Helped out by Dan's aggressive move that did not wind up paying off for the Bananas.
Let's get it down to the young professor.
I'm going to start over here. What's your name, my man?
Derek.
All right, Derek, you're going to be our first singer, Shark. Give him his song, will you?
Give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, like an angel. Like an angel. That's Derek. All right, next up, Corey. All right, Corey, see if you can beat that. Here we go. Oh, I think Corey knows it.
Pour some sugar on me.
It's like velvet and peanut butter. It's so good. All right, last but not least, your name?
Clint.
All right, Clint. Last one, best one. Take a nice big inhalation of this. The crowd wants to hear you, Clint.
And I will always love you.
Oh, fans, it's time to vote for who you think the best was. Do you think it was Clint? Do you think it was Corey? Or do you think it was Derek? Oh, wait a minute, one more. Is it Derek or is it Clint? Your winner of Helium Karaoke, give it up for Clint!
It's fun to get some Helium Karaoke. It's a great homage to Whitney there at the end. And take a look at that perm. Jared Donaldson was not what he looked like a weekend ago in Phoenix. So the new look for Donnie worked for him in the top of the 4th. And now we have shirtless Thomas and Leroy dancing at home plate.
Yeah, it's a new look for Tanner and Bill behind the dish, and Bill might wind up catching this whole inning with no jersey top on.
4, 5, and 6 for the Party Animals. Tanner to shallow center, Meadows hustling in. Can't make the snag. Boy, that's a tough play. Cox nearly got it going out, just avoids his glove and rolled out of the doctors. And Tanner enthusiastic, as he should be.
Tell you, when you let Tanner embrace his cheeky side, when you let him rock a big butt, when you let him take a tarp off, he's going to produce for the Party Animals, and he does so to start the 5th.
Here's Now 9 for 32 on the tour, batting average up to 281. And a lot of pop as well as Chase Acuff steps in. One on the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Chase 1 for 2 on the day. Now it's his count. He's got the pop after no home runs in his first World Tour. He lasted 7 out last year. This one line straight to the doctor, who will snag it coming in. Struck well, just straight to DR.
Yeah, and possibly the reason we haven't seen an Acuff long ball yet this season is because everything, well, practically everything that is coming off the bat, a barreled line drive at somebody.
Yeah, you can't complain with the process. He's now 1 for 3 on the day, but 2 for 3 in quality at-bats, which my junior varsity baseball coach Joe DeFino would argue is much more important. I would agree.
What's really remarkable is that Acuff's told us he doesn't even feel like he's at 100% yet. It's going to be scary when he does feel that way.
This one, Sky, Dalton Malden in at second, battling the sun. Looks like he covered his eyes there at the last second. Trying to get some trick play action. Don't know if the eyes were covered in time, but he's all smiles. Just happy he was able to make the catch. Not a trick play for now. Josh is shaking his head. Cosgrove destroyed, foul, caught on a ricochet, which does not count as an out in banana ball, but it's a heck of a snag, and should be fired up for the souvenir nonetheless. He plunked his first time, then struck out in the third. Fun and bizarre world banana ball is. Tanner Thomas leads off first with no shirt. Cosgrove has his patented, oh my gosh, crop top jersey. And that one all the way to the backstop. Tanner, you've got to keep going, baby. He stopped at second. I don't think he knew that that was ball 4. Cosgrove will grab 2 bases on the sprint.
Nonetheless, even on a wild pitch, as that one sailed over Bill Leroy, you're running as a base runner, so not sure why Tanner didn't get the jump start that he may have wanted, but the Animals with 2 men in scoring position with 2 outs. Becerra with 3 batted in, and try and record his 3rd hit of the ball game.
Yeah, he's 2 for 2, cleared the bases with a double to the monster his last time. Couple ducks on the pond, fouls that straight over our heads. Bananas looking for a 3-game sweep of Fort Myers today. This one grabbed by EJ on a hop. He will flip it under the leg to Donaldson, who grabs the bag in time. He is able to strand a pair in scoring position. That is 2 scoreless innings of relief for Donnie.
He's worked out of 2 innings where he's had at least 1 man in scoring position. One more look at Eric Jones Jr.'s under the leg split. And the Bananas and Party Animals, even today, with 6 trick plays apiece.
It's a solid pace thus far. We have been averaging 21.8 trick plays per game on this tour. Had 23 last night. Get a look at the resume for Nate Tellier. Really powerful arm added to this Party Animals staff. Out of Attleboro, Massachusetts. Hard-throwing righty coming from the Boston Red Sox organization. Talked about it on Friday night. He is no stranger to JetBlue Park.
Yeah, pitched in this ballpark when he was a member of the Florida Complex League Red Sox in 2021 and 2022. In that span, he only allowed 11 walks while striking out 41 batters. Of course, he didn't have the night that he would have liked in the first game here in Fort Myers, but this could be a big rebound for him, as he's also been very impressive with some of the trick pitches he has tried to employ this season, and he's looking to get that first trick pitch strikeout.
Dancing with his catcher. The pair both former minor leaguers. This one chopped to Acuff, charging, flips to first. not in time. Boy, the suspense is something else. With Seth Markham umpiring over there, Ty shows off the wheels and beats out the infield single.
Good hustle from Ty Jackson. Very much an all-effort player for the Savannah Bananas. You can see it with the safe sign that he gives as he got to the first base bag.
Well, Reese Alexiadis, who doubled down the right field line his first time. And it's time for a 5-2-2 here today. I love this dance. About the passion and the energy from Tellier. A crow hop pitch blows it by Super Reese. And he's fired up, as he should be. Great work with the supporting dancing from Baber, Acuff, and Hampton as well. Cosgrove thinking about a throw behind Jackson at first. Always got to be wary with him on the base pads.
It looked like he was thinking about doing it while going between the legs, trying to channel some Bill Leroy.
That one right to the glove, bottom of the zone. It's the count up at 2-2. Trick pitch, Jackson takes off, and he's going to steal it easily. That is taking advantage of the trick pitch, and Tellier points at it and smiles. He said, smart banana ball right there.
Ty read it so well, ecstatic about reaching second base. And that's just good scouting. The Bananas know that Tellier is trying to get that trick pitch strikeout. Instead, he will miss-low a ball-4 sprint to Reese Alexiadis, and Ty, racing around the bases, will walk off the inning for the Savannah Bananas, who jump back out in front 2-1.
Well, right after his first steal of the tour, comes in a pitch later. Alexiadis doubles his walk-offs on this young season. We will honor all the service members, both past and present, here in JetBlue Park. Pass that on to everybody watching at home as well. Thank you so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us here in virtual Banana Land. Got a great battle thus far. 5 innings in the books. Bananas leading by a point. Once again, it always fires me up to hear the raucous applause for the teachers. Game recognizes game here in the city of Palms. That's a happy Brett Helton. He allowed 2 runs across his 4 innings. So close to allowing none. He had 2 outs in the second when Bill Leroy blasted a ball over the Green Monster to walk off the inning. Outside of that, Helton pretty much flawless. Donaldson's been excellent for his part in his 2 innings of relief. Has worked in and out of trouble and has stranded 3 party animals in scoring position. They'll have 9, 10, and 1 here. Dustin Baber naturally 3rd trip to the dish, which means it's time to put down a beer. On Baber, Sal Jacobo on deck, and then at the top of the order, Reese Hampton lurking in the hole. This one high towards foul territory. Cox and Jackson. Wow, that was tight. Ty not able to make the catch up against the wall there, where we lose sight of the guy.
Yeah, the dimensions in Fenway Park extremely tough between fair and foul territory. Another life for Dustin Baber, who is 2 for 7 batting after a beer jug. Make it 3 for 8. This one roped down the line, and Baber will not get extra bases. The Green Monster standing in the way of a two-bagger for Baber.
Yeah, killer job by Ty playing the bounce off the Monster and fired a perfect strike to Malden at second base. Good move by Baber. He would have been a dead duck. So here's the Bananas' third chance to strike out the Dunkin' Donut batter of the ball game. Voorhees was able to retire Jacobo both times, but on a fly out and ground out. Now Jared Donaldson takes over. He's behind 3-0. Jacobo, how about that, Sal? Hacking 3-0. That one ends up bouncing off the roof. Back into the stands. Still Sal's count. And he will take his sprint. Baber's going to go first to third. And he'll have to stay there as that is clean sprint defense by the Bananas. Jacobo only gets one back.
Third ball for sprint of the ball game for Jared Donaldson. He's allowed one in every inning. Sometimes he has the tendency to overthrow on that pitcher's mound, and clearly that's what we were seeing there to Jacobo.
He takes off. Hampton rolls this one over to the right side. Baber coming home as Malden grabs the trick play between the legs. Give Hampton his third RBI of the tour. And Party Animals now with the chance to win this sixth inning and tie this game in the all-important points department. Important that Jacobo was off on the pitch. That meant Malden had no chance to grab him at second, possibly start a double play. Fisher behind 0-2, can't connect on the fastball. Look out, boys. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt of Leroy. Donnie reaches back for a little something extra. Gets his first strikeout of the game. Here comes Tyler Gillum.
Fans, now coming to pitch, the world's tallest pitcher, Dakota Stilts Albritton.
What a majestic sight that is. Dakota Stilts Albritton with the Monster in the background as he takes over for Donnie on the mound.
He will have a formidable foe in Jake Skoll, two up for the Party Animals. But Tyler Gillum, his bold prediction in the pregame show is that Dakota Stilts Albritton comes away with his first punch-out of 2025. Had two a year ago. Will now battle with the Tour's extra base hits leader.
And straight up hits leader at that. Let's go 1 for 3 on the day. 14 knocks on the tour. It's a scorching hot prediction by Gillum, and I promise you, Jake Skoll will not strike out against Dakota Albritton. It's a Bico promise. If he does, I'll jump out of the booth. That one deep down the right field line. Foul and not caught. Got the pesky pole here in Fenway South, only 302 down the line, so if you can yank it there. It's as short a homer as you can find in baseball. This one deep to right. Alexiadis can't make a leaping catch. Jacobo's gonna score, and Skoll trots into second with his tour leading 7th extra base hit.
Saw Skoll a couple nights ago sit back, drive one off the Monster for a double against Stilts. Now has one yet again. This time pulling it out to deep right field. Trouble for Reese Alexiadis, but fortunately did not turn into a 3-bagger for the Animals extra hitter.
Here's Tanner Thomas. Well, Stilts and Skoll both go back to the 2021 One City World Tour. There's not many guys still in Banana Land who can say that. Malachi Mitchell, Mike Vivacis. That's it. As Thomas Lifts this one out to deep left center. Jackson and Meadows coming together. Ty can't get there. It's one hop off the monster. Back-to-back two-out RBI doubles for the Animals. Thomas trades spots with Skoll. It's now a 3-spot in the 6th for the Animals.
Ty Jackson was running a country mile to try and field that banana ball. Surprising that DR Meadows didn't try and take charge and field that one at the last second, a slide. It falls in for the Animals. Respond to the Bananas walk-off with 3 runs of their own.
High strike there on Chase Acuff, evens up the count. Nubs that one foul. English on it. Such a bizarre at-bat. Stilts is 11 feet 9 inches tall. And he will throw a gnarly slider from up there. It's a lot more difficult than people may seem actually getting to hit against him. 5 inches taller than anybody has ever hit against in baseball history. And Acuff doing a good job protecting the zone here. Continues to spoil these 2-strike pitches. Stilts working quickly. And finally fires a ball. There's the strikeout! Tyler Gillum, you are Nostradamus. Stilts sets Acuff down and stops the bleeding.
Well, the 2 doubles surely hurt for Dakota Stilts All-Britain, but he is a game around on the pitcher's mound, and all that's going to stand out for him is that punch out he got running the pitch inside on Chase Acuff.
And now Maceo and the fellas will dance us to the bottom of the 6th. Dance from Maceo, Krem, Niz, Archer, and Ziggy as Blake Benson comes on in to take over. One of the most electric debuts we've seen from a guy in Banana Ball history. He had his first career outing 2 nights ago here in JetBlue Park, faced the minimum, and did things on the mound that we have never seen before.
We saw backflips. We saw him do some kind of handstand on the pitcher's mound. In the end, he threw 9 pitches. He recorded 3 outs in 2 minutes and 13 seconds as he goes to work against Dalton Malden. This one skied the fans with an opportunity, but quite the bounce off of one of the seats in this ballpark.
He nearly took out Fluffman, one of our new bananas, on the ricochet. How about the trick pitch? And strike 2 on the songbird of our generation. Holden pinch hitting for Jackson Olsen. Here's the breakdance skills, and what a play, Andy Cosgrove. That goes to the backstop. Dalton would have had a great chance to steal first. Barreled, oh, Chase Acuff can't get a hold of it. That will be a single for Dalton. That thing was smoked. Chance for a web gem for Chase, but too hot to handle.
Struck extremely well by Dalton Malden and unfazed by the trick pitch strike that Benson had gotten to put it at an 0-2 count. So an impressive piece of hitting, and now Bill Leroy comes to the plate. 1 for 1 today with that walk-off 2-run shot over the monster.
Dalton grabs his first hit of his 4th World Tour and his 5th trip to the dish this year. He's had some great plate appearances. It's so tough in baseball and banana ball to come off the bench, get such sparing opportunities offensively. Such a feel sport. When you get hot, you just want to play every single day, get 5 plate appearances a night. Dalton's been putting up very professional at bats. He's a pro's pro. Now a 3-1 count on Leroy. And this one, diving stop. No, ricochets off the glove of Acuff. Great base running by Malden. He goes first to third. Belly flopping into the bag, and the Bananas are set up between Bill and Dalton. Now with nobody down, the tying run coming to the dish.
Well, Malden had a great vantage point of that play as it was developing, and once he saw that squirt past Chase Acuff, and the fact that he gave up on playing that banana ball, he was gunning it into third base. Now KJ Jackson, he's the tying run at the plate for the Bananas.
Chance for the fans to help out Benson and the Animals. They do not catch the ball. There's a rematch of Blake's first ever foe. This one lifted to shallow left center, and it's going to be Hampton ranging over to make the play. Malden tagging from third, throws up the line, heads up play by Bill to advance up to second as Hampton sailed it over the relay man. Dalton scores, gets K-Jack the sac fly. And the Bananas a third of the way to tying this frame. Now it'll be Correll Prime. Still looking for his first long ball as a Banana. Blasted 2 in 6 games as a visitor last year. Another chance for the fans here. They do not catch it. Prime's got a ton of family at the ball game today. He's had his eldest son, Corey, eldest of 3 kids, at each and every game hanging out with the boys. We got Corey up in the broadcast booth yesterday. Such a legend. Not surprising with Prime as his pops. Goes from a little over 2 hours north of here, up in Bradenton. This one line straight to Acuff. Good base running by Bill. Jetson right back to the bag to keep the Nanners' hopes alive here in the 6th.
Good barrel from Correll Prime. Put that one right into the glove of Chase Acuff, and truly excellent base running awareness from Bill Leroy. Able to avoid getting doubled up as Acuff had that banana ball out of the glove very quickly. Baber right there covering the bag. And the Bananas inserting Malachi Mitchell all of a sudden with 2 outs.
While we were looking at flash, Blake Benson pulled off a backflip pitch, missed the outside corner. Now 2-0 on Coxey, so interesting chess moves here by the Bananas. As Cox bounces this to the right side, good range, 360 between the legs, Dustin Baber to secure the point earned. Benson 2 for 2, grabbing points for the Party Animals in his young career, and we're knotted at 2 after 6.
And the inning ends with one of Baber's signature trick plays, the Air Baber. One more look, beautiful between the legs, 360 jump transition. And Ryan Cox, unfortunately, hitting into that one. Now down to the field for in the sack.
It's preschool, everybody.
Ham's trying to throw a guy out for the warning track.
And we've got Caitlin and Jeremy, and they're about to get their sack on. The ladies need to race their way to their husbands. The husbands need to join them in the sheet and then race their way back to the finish line, because we call this in the sack. Players, are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Oh my God, look at that hopping. Look at that hopping. Colin getting in the sack. Oh, they're so happy to get in the sack. Look at their face. Look at the coordination. Look at the coordination. And it only went down. And it's going to be Caitlin and Colt by a nose. I have never seen anybody in the sack quite that fast.
Thank you, Mr. Bro Joseph Brody. Very fun having a new Party Animals host on hand here this weekend in Fort Myers, and always fun to see Zach Phillips take over on the bump for the Bananas.
Been a bit of an up and down series for Philly on night one. Allowed 2 runs to the Party Animals in the 8th. They were able to force the game into showdowns, but got the game-winning shutdown last night as the 1-0 is skied to left field. Ty Jackson behind the back, and he comes away with his second trick play of the tour and a bow.
And Philly working quick. As much as we love watching him pitch, he's the bane of our existence when it comes to the control room. Tough to get a good replay off. Philly, give us a second. This one a mile high in the infield. Jackson Olsen, oh, he was calling for the tip drill, and then once again battling the wind. He just has to make a last-second stab to nab it.
Yeah, adventurous route for Olsen. So all of his teammates were hoarding around him. They were ready for some type of double or triple trick play. Now Becerra rolls this one over to KJ Jackson. 1 minute on the dot for Zach Phillips. Unbelievable speed, and that is the 5th fastest inning in Banana Ball history.
Philly just 1 second shy of becoming the 5th ever inning under a minute. He held the record for a little bit, 55 seconds last year in Houston, before DJ the Invader dethroned him, and then Drew Gillespie took the Invader off the top spot. Nice stretch there by EJ, and a fun 360 out call from Seth Markham, who's becoming one of my favorite umpires I've ever had the pleasure of getting to watch do his work. And let's get it down to Drake Toll. He's got Nate Tellier.
Nate, you've been here before, this same ballpark, a very different format. Talk about Banana Ball and the difference in JetBlue today.
Well, obviously, the first thing is just a 2-hour time limit. Everything goes so much quicker. The games we had here, 3.5 hours. Much better of a crowd. We got the best fans in the world right here. And yeah, they can walk off innings here, so that's a little harder than the Red Sox. But all in all, Banana Ball over it.
When the bus pulled up for the first time here, you've been on a bus pulling up at this same stadium years ago. What were those emotions, those feelings, those memories like?
It was definitely nostalgic. A little sadness, but a little happiness. More happy that it happened. And it was just excited to see everybody. Like, everybody came up and said, "Oh, where's Telly?" So went up, saw all my friends from the Red Sox, saw Goose, saw Abe, saw Stacio, so it was great.
Telly, best of luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Josh Pico, party on.
Thank you, Drake. Thanks for the time, Nate. And how about DR Meadows? Skies that one to left. It's going to be a moonshot double. Tough job out there for Noah Fisher. Up against the monster, battling the sun and the wind. Leaping, and doesn't look like he even came that close to the Banana Ball when all was said and done. I've seen a plethora of guys having trouble with balls in the air. That one was as high as any we've seen. And up against the wall, that's a tough snag. Lee Alios is just going to dance it off. He's telling a story here. It's like an interpretive dance. I feel like I just saw beginning, middle, and end there, and Dan Oberst nearly gets a heater to the chin. Just buzzing the tower. Look out, Dan! He is plunked on the next pitch, and oh gosh, he's down. Largo, Florida kid by way of Long Island, New York. No, he's fine. He's actually the toughest guy in Banana Land. Giddy up on the first. Things interesting here. No room for error for Lialios. Inning-winning run in scoring position. And a 1-0 count on Eric Jones Jr. This one bounced, just barely foul. Third base umpire John Crosser right there to make the call.
BJ still trying to snap out of an early season slump, only 1 hit across his last 6 games. This walk-off would loom large as it would put the Bananas back out in front in this back-and-forth affair.
A beautiful 12-6 curve there for strike 2 from Lialios. Goes back to it, and EJ just fights it off. See, fastball, curveball, changeup, a few cutters from Lialios. His third World Tour. There's the heater, he yanks it outside. Big 2-2 here. Back to the fastball. Jay spoils it.
Just continuing to play inner half, then pitch on the outer half. Saw him run that one towards EJ. Now we'll see if Cosgrove tries to set up outside with Lialios.
EJ thought about it. This is where Banana Ball is so punishing for pitchers on the away team. Ball 4 loses the inning. He's got to challenge Banana Ball's all-time home run king. He does, and EJ says, "You're going to have to do it again, Jake."
If I'm Lialios right now, I'm getting much closer to finding the strike zone, trying to run pitches inside and jam Jones Jr. He should try and go back to on the payoff pitch. He does, and once again, spoiled foul. 9 pitches so far in this plate appearance between EJ and Lialios.
This is a legendary battle. We're about to have our first double-digit plate appearance of the tour. Pitch number 10, right back up the middle. DR had to see the line drive through, and with no outs, no reason to test the arm of Reese Hampton. Bloomer comes in to cut it off. Bags are juiced now, still nobody gone. Here comes Ty Jackson up to the dish. What a plate appearance by EJ. Now hits in back-to-back ball games. And the party animals are going to go with the 5-man infield. Shout out Joe Madden. Wherever you are. That's a wild pitch, and DR is going to Jack Sparrow his way home. Tough way for the walk-off to occur for the animals. The Bananas, for the 3rd time today, jump out in front. Shout out Trap Queen, and then Shark comes in with the original recording.
You can hear Ty Jackson all the way up in the booth as DR Meadows. How about that little tap crossing home plate?
All right, let's get it back down to the field for Mr. Olympia.
Goes down, bro. Joe, thanks for participating. How old are you? 18. 18 years old. The stage is yours. Get your flex on, Joe. Oh yeah, a little side tricep, back double bicep. Nice job, bro, nice job. Jesse, how old are you, brother? 39. 39, you're pushing 40, but I see you push some iron. Let's see what you got. Oh, that's right, showing some quad. Skies out, thighs out, bro. And a double bicep, all right. Sir, are you lost? What is your name?
Jim.
Jim, how old are you?
81.
81 years old! Jim! Let's see it, Jim. Get that flex on. No way! Get it, Jim! All right, Fort Myers, you're deciding who wins. Was it Joe? Was it Jesse? Or was it Jim? Congratulations, Jim. You are the new Mr. Banana Olympia.
Well-deserved victory there in the Mr. Olympia competition. Here comes the young professor.
Party animals are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of Dustin Baber is the Party Animals golden batter. Please welcome Jake Skull.
Fun strategy here from the Party Animals. They go to their golden batter in the 8th inning, and Zach Phillips responds by ripping off his jersey and tossing it to the side. Battle between former minor leaguers. And Jake, line drive, first pitch. He's 3 for 5 on the day.
What was a bold strategy for the Party Animals, but they are trying to knot this game up before the final inning. Skull likely petitioning to the basis that he wanted to bat there against Zach Phillips, and he winds up with the first golden batter hit of the Party Animals season.
He has been the man all 3 times. And the golden batter has been called. It's been Skull. This one bounced on top of third base. KJ goes the short way for 1. Jacobo able to beat the wrap over at first after the flip from Seth Markham. What an athletic play from Kyle Jackson. That thing bounced on third base. He fielded it perfectly, and falling into foul territory was just able to nab Skull. Reese Hampton, a mile high left field. Jackson tracking it. Up against the wall, leaping, makes the snag! Ty Jackson, huge play.
That one a mile high in the air. It's a massive bat flip from Reese Hampton as well. And Ty Jackson just had to wait patiently for that one to come down, timed his leap back up against the monster, and hauls it in. What a massive play in the 8th as Philly 1 out away from preserving this Bananas lead.
2-0 count here on Noah Fisher. Make it 3-0. Kobo, not known for his speed, did not do a lot of running across his college career. And 4 straight bad ones to Fish. Bananas need clean sprint defense here. And of course they deliver in the clutch. Sal gets to third base, but no further. And this is where the golden batter is such a fascinating role in Banana Land, because Jake Skull, who on the first pitch of this inning lined it into right, gets to see Zach Phillips again. He is the 1st and 5th hitter of the frame.
We've seen Zach Phillips and what he's bringing to the plate. Phillips starts out Skull with the heater, not trying to deviate from his original plan against the Party Animals extra hitter.
Goes right back to it. Skull fouls it off of Vince. Checks on the home plate umpire. Chapman A-OK. Kobo off third, Fisher dancing off first. 2 balls and a strike now on Skull. Make it 3-1. Ball 4 here will drive in a run. Three-1 misses high. Kobo will score easily. Fisher is going to go first to third. Skull taps the brakes and heads back to first. It's his 2nd run driven in of the ball game. Now up to 11 on the tour. And the Party Animals with a chance to tie this game. That one's for all the Jersey Shore fans out there. Leno and Lealios passed it perfectly to start the t-shirt time celebration. Their buddies all join in as well. Some kids stuck in there as well. I don't know whose they are, but they're having a heck of a day. Oh, that's good stuff.
banana ball is for the kids, after all.
That's a fact. It's for everybody, but it's especially for the kids. This one fouled away by Tanner Thomas. Kyle Jackson runs out of room. Boy, collided with that barrier pretty hard. Really trying to limit the damage to just one run. Good blinks there by Thomas. Just misses outside. Line back up the middle, but straight to the doctor, who will catch it as he lies down. Big run across, though, for the Party Animals. A 0 in the bottom of the 8th, and will be tied going to the 9th.
Tyler Gillum told us that ball four sprints were still an area that needed to be improved upon. With 2 out, Zach Phillips, back-to-back ball four sprints that lead to an Animals run. But this catch from Ty Jackson, still the highlight of the inning, back up against the wall, making a really tremendous snag.
If the Bananas can pull this one out, Ty Jackson making a heck of a case to be showman of the afternoon. It was his buddy Kyle Jackson earning it last night. An interesting discussion. Of course, the Party Animals have something to say about that. As we get to turn JetBlue Park yellow for the 3rd straight day. Beautiful voices. The great people of the city of Palms. Let's see what they've got here once again. I think I was able to hear Viro from down on the field. Talk about an impressive voice. Fenway South, 3 straight amazing crowds. Phenomenal back and forth banana ball games.
We love you so much, Banana Nation. Now let's go Bananas!
Exactly what I was thinking, Princess Potassia. Brady Keiss takes over on the mound for the Party Animals. The biggest defensive inning they've had so far today.
Yeah, and Brady Keiss has been overall phenomenal for the Party Animals. 6 innings pitched. He's only allowed 1 walk-off to the Bananas this season. Actually leading the pack in average of minutes per inning as well. But the Party Animals only with a 1-run lead in the inning. We've seen that they have struggled early in 2025 to maintain those against the Bananas.
Ty Jackson chops it softly to 3rd. Jacobo between the legs, smooth as silk. Boy, you wouldn't know he's a banana ball rookie. That was a nice trick play to start the frame.
He came into banana ball incredibly prepared with his defensive capabilities. He had guys saying, wow, all throughout the prime season. Maybe a rookie, but doesn't look like it defensively.
Alexiadis off the end of the bat. Hampton broke back. Now he races in. Oh, Chase Acuff! Superstar play out in left center field. What a snag.
Acuff running, looking over his shoulder, and at the last second is laying out and coming away with what could be an inning-saving snag for the boys in black and pink. That is incredible.
There's a reason why they call him Chosen in that locker room. What an important ball player he is for the Party Animals. Insanely talented defensively at short, and boy, the bat gets better and better every year as well.
And the play is made only more incredible by the fact that we have seen just the wind playing tricks on so many defenders in today's ball game.
No doubt about that. Nice frame by Andy Cosgrove. Steals a strike right around the outside corner. 2-2 to Jackson Olsen. Fights it off. Bloomer steps back to take a hop, and will make sure that he gets a secure 3rd out. Brady Keiss takes down the Bananas in order and knots this game at 3 points each. for a second straight ball game, it's 3-3 going to the 9th. And this is where every run counts as a point. It's kind of a null point in a tie game anyway. If we end the frame tied, then we will be going to showdowns, which has happened each of the first 2 ball games here in Fort Myers and has happened 3 out of the first 7 games of this tour. 4 of 8 would be pretty absurd as far as history goes in our young sport. It'll be up to Danny Do-It-All. Honestly, one of the greatest pitchers we have ever seen. Trying to put up a big 0 for the Nanners.
Blew the save on night 1 in Fort Myers. Tanner Thomas to grab a 2-out game-tying single to right field that scored Reese Hampton. However, Danny recovered very well in showdowns. 3 showdown shutdowns in 4 opportunities, and hoping to channel more of what he produced in showdowns here in the final inning of play in this series finale.
So often in baseball, and its brainchild banana ball, you see a guy make an incredible defensive play. Next time he comes up to the dish, he comes through offensively. See if it rings true for Chase Acuff. He leads off the top of the 9th, followed by Bryson Bloomer and Andy Cosgrove. 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Chase 1 for 4 on the day thus far.
As good as Chase was in the 9th inning last season, batting over 500, he's 0 for 4 in the 9th inning to start 2025.
And a ball and no strikes. Osley with a powerful fastball, sits 92 to 93. Blows it past Acuff there. The Vulcan change, the most devastating pitch in the arsenal, and then the 12-6 curve keeps you honest as well. That one out to center. Meadows battling the sun and has hit. A defensive catch for out number 1.
Yeah, rarely do you see D.R. Meadows having a hard time engaging the banana ball, but was squeezing his glove, trying to make sure that he could block that sun and make that catch. 3 pitches for Hosley, 1 out. Now Grayson Bloomer up to the dish.
Bloomer jumps out in front. And it's a testament to the wind here in Fort Myers today that DR was both shading himself from the sun and just making sure that thing, the old-fashioned way, went into the glove. Reese Alexiadis will do the same thing in right. Struck well by Bloomer, but straight to Super Reese for out number 2.
When Hosley's not collecting strikeouts, it's usually a lot of fly balls that he's inducing, and we're seeing much of the same through the first 2 batters. Now Andy Cosgrove, 2nd on the party animals in slugging percentage. He's trying to put them back in front.
It was a steady diet of fastballs for Hosley. He started each party animal off with a heater. Cosgrove gets the change there. Gets it again, is behind 1 and 2 now. That one laced foul. Fans do not make the catch.
Tattooed over to the fans. Down that third base, down in those third base stands would have been a really tough catch. Now Hosley delivers the 1-2, and that big bender is going to be looked at from Cosgrove. Called strike 3 from Vincent Chapman, and 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Very efficient for Danny Do-It-All as the Bananas try and earn the sweep without having to go to showdowns.
Well, that's where the 12-6 curve makes Hosley just that much more devastating on the mound. See a barrage of fastballs and changeups. He drops that one right in there, rings the bell. It's up to Brady Keiss to put up another goose egg. He's trying try and get this game to showdowns. Party Animals a chance to win it in extra time. Bananas have not used their golden batter yet. It's going to be 7, 8, and 9 in the order. Set to come up, Bill Leroy, Kyle Jackson, and Carell Prime. Then Ryan Cox in the 10-hole. And of course, the top of the order after that.
This is usually a situation where the Party Animals turn to Drew Gillespie, but instead, again, they have loved what they've gotten from Brady Kais, so they are sticking with him in this pivotal moment. We've seen Leroy go deep against Brady Kais before. It happened last September in Savannah. But will the Bananas possibly use the golden batter for one of the lefties due up in KJ Jackson or Ryan Cox?
The strategy fascinating in Banana Ball, especially when you have that golden batter still in your back pocket. The 8-year Banana, Mr. Bill Leroy. 2 for 2 on the night. The aforementioned 2-out, 2-run walk-off blast in the second. Bananas were 1 out away from losing the inning in one fell swoop. They won it. He singled in the 6th. First pitch swinging, this one high and deep to left center. Hampton watches it clang off the monster. Bounces over his head. And Bill into second with a stand-up double. Fired up at that.
Third hit of the ball game for Bill Leroy. He will finish a triple shy of the cycle in this ball game. Now we're going down to the young professor.
Savannah Bananas are invoking the golden batter rule. Hitting in the place of KJ Jackson is the Savannah Bananas golden batter. Give it up for Dan Obers.
The 8-year Banana doubles off the wall. The 7-year Banana steps in as the golden batter. Malachi Mitchell pinch running at second. Dan loves hitting against lefties.
Specifically pointed to enjoying the battles he's had with guys like Zach Blankenship, Brady Kais on the mound, and ahead in the count 0-2.
After the job by Kais to get in the driver's seat. Dan back up the middle. Akoff scoops it between the legs over to first. Gutsy time for a trick play. It is out number 1 as Flash goes to third.
A productive out, nonetheless. Malachi off as soon as Dan made contact. Akoff would have had no chance at third base, but will still grab another trick play for the Party Animals, who have shifted their infield in against Carell Prime.
Swing and a miss. Can't catch up to the fastball. Also has to look out for a slider and change. Fouls that one off, in on the hands. There was the slider. He's trying to bury it on that back foot. Once again, he's out in front 0-2. Excellent job of jumping ahead of these last 2 hitters. This is outside. Swing and a miss! Kais comes up with a huge K.
Carell Prime, up until this point, was batting 1,000 with runners in scoring position. That mark is no more as Kais bears down with a gutsy punch-out. Now the inning in the hands of Ryan Cox, the series in the hands of Cox, who is 3 for 4 against Kais this year.
Doesn't make any sense. Not much about what Cox can do and Banana Ball does. 3 straight 0-2 counts. Kais is pounding the zone. This one flipped foul. Jacobo giving it a good look. It's going to end up in the stands. Caught by the fans! What a clutch snag by that fan to send us to showdowns for a 3rd straight game.
We've seen game-ending foul balls caught by fans. We've never seen one that has sent us to showdowns. The party animals ecstatic. And it is now a third straight game with showdowns, but we're going to take a review from the fan challenge.
This is the first ever fan challenge to try and reverse a foul ball caught by a fan. It's remarkable how much of an impact on the game you can have in banana ball. That call stands. Clear as day, that was right to the bare hand. What a beautiful snag by that man, and Cox is despondent. Understandably so. Guy who led the 2023 tour, or the 2024 tour rather, in foul outs to fans. Taking the spot of Grayson Bloomer, who did it in 2023. And one of the most clutch foul outs to fans in banana ball history. First series in banana ball history where all 3 games go to showdowns. So if you've been with us for the first 2 nights, you know how it works. Pitcher and infielder versus a batter in round 1. The infielder has to start on the grass until the ball is put in play. Then you lose the fielder if we get to round 2. In round 3, the fielder is back and the bases are loaded.
And the Bananas will start out with Danny Hosley on the pitcher's mound, Reese Alexiadis behind him as his fielder. A reminder that on Friday night, Hosley, 3 showdown shutdowns in 4 opportunities. One of those shutdowns came against the man due up for the party animals, Reese Hampton.
Took one of the greatest defensive plays in showdowns we have ever seen by Reese Alexiadis. Strong throw to Hosley, the relay to Leroy, just barely nabbed Hampton at home. Back on night 1 to get him. Reese got the job done last night in round 1. Running himself the inside the Parker. Behind 0-2, laces this one foul. And he broke his bat, so he'll need a new weapon. Skoll's gonna give him his.
That ball had happened to stay fair. It would have been a very close play at the plate. We know Hampton with excellent speed. Question is, that ball would have been hit too soft, and Alexiadis could have possibly gotten to that one in time to throw home to Leroy.
We'll get another 0-2. Fastball misses. Fastball fouled straight back. Power on power. We'll get another one, too.
It's an indication that Danny Hosley is liking what he's getting from his heater in this ball game. We'll see if he goes to it a 3rd straight time.
No, there's the changeup. Excellent take by Reese, evens up the count. This one popped left side, Alexiadis in pursuit. It falls fair. Hampton never took off. I don't think he had a shot at coming around even if he did. So he'll head straight back to the dugout, and Bill will track him down to the tag on his derriere. Big showdown shutdown for Danny Hosley. Brady Keiss, so much has already been asked of him. Just like Ryan Rodriguez an evening ago. Party Animals bullpen has been so sturdy in Fort Myers. The pair of them both tossing scoreless 8th and 9th innings. Of course, the Party Animals get here thanks to the foul out to the fan with the game-winning run on 3rd in the bottom of the 9th. And now Keiss needs a showdown shutdown against Dan Oberst.
First time that Brady Keiss has ever thrown in showdown tiebreakers in his banana ball career. An opportunity for Danny Barrels to try and get some revenge after he grounded out as the golden batter against the lefty.
0-1. Swing and a miss. Big oohs and ahs from the crowd at the mammoth hacks from Oberst, who finds himself behind 0-2 again. Kais right at him! Sets him down on 3 pitches! We're heading to round 2!
What a way to introduce yourself to Showdowns! Brady Kais pumped up coming off the mound. Now we will see a 9th round of Showdowns in this series in Fort Myers.
Another look. Nothing but gas. Kais said he lives and dies by the fastball. He'll throw him over and over again. And against one of the best hitters in banana ball history. It was good morning, good afternoon, good night. All gas.
Throws that pitch 80% of the time. And he just continued to challenge Dan Oberst, elevate the heater. He could never catch up to that jetter.
Well, as you can see, no Reese Alexiadis to help Hosley out on the infield grass here in round 2. And you do it all, one of the most versatile players in our young sports history, if not the most. On an island. Starts Skoll with a changeup away. 1-0 pitch. Went right at him, fastball fouled back. Peter just misses below the knees. Bill Leroy, apoplectic at the call. And this one bounces foul. So the count 2-2. Hosley now looking for what would be an enormous strikeout.
Hosley made a mistake. First showdown challenge he had against Skoll. Gave him a fastball. Skoll couldn't believe that Hosley did so. Led to a walk-up with the party animals. Feels like Hosley should try and go to that signature Vulcan changeup, try and get the punch out.
3-2 blasted towards the triangle in right center. And Skoll is in cruise control. Hosley's going to give it his darndest to track it down, but Skoll soaking it in. It's a bit of a home run trot at this point. Pat on the helmet from Brett Helton, who will join Skoll on the victory lap. And Jake has now come through in the clutch with Inside the Parkers all 3 games in round 2 here in Fort Myers. And now Brady Kais has a chance to win the ball game for the boys in black and pink. Just like last night, they get their first lead of the ball game in Showdowns.
Kais knocked down 1 challenge in Dan Oberst. Now this one feels pretty significant as well. Brady Kais not only facing the Bananas hits leader this season, but a former teammate of his at Columbus State University in D.R. Meadows.
Not just a teammate, these guys were roommates. Best of friends in Columbus, Georgia. Enemies here in Banana Land. That one on the outside corner. Kais has been a strike machine. That one just misses, and it's his first of 5 pitches in Showdowns to be called a ball. Swing and a miss. Rare changeup. DR way out in front.
Pulled the string on Meadows. Went to his favorite pitch. How can Kais deliver another Showdown shutdown?
This one lifted high and deep to left. DR Meadows off the monster. He's around second. Kais getting to the ball. DR coming around third. Brady hurls it home. Throw not in time. DR comes through in the clutch. We're tied at 4. And for a 3rd straight ball game, we'll head to round 3 in Showdowns.
DR Meadows continues to be clutch in his banana ball career. Already saw clutch golden batter single in this series. Just missed hitting this one out of JetBlue Park to win the ball game for the Bananas. And that's right, everybody. 10 rounds of showdowns in Fort Myers.
Oh my goodness. We thought last weekend Glendale, Arizona was the craziest 3-game set in banana ball history. But there was no way Fort Myers could top that. Well, the city of Palm said, hold my beer. This one's gonna go down in the books. So far, the first 2 games have gone in the Bananas' favor. 7-6 walk-off in 4 rounds of showdowns, and 8-7 walk-off last night in 3 rounds. Now Tanner Thomas trying to change the Party Animals' fate in game 3. Bases are loaded. Faber off third, Smith off second, Hampton off first. And a 1-1 count. Mighty swing and a miss on the Vulcan change.
He's delivered 2 game-tying knocks against Danny Hosley this season. He's now trying to deliver in showdowns as the fans had an opportunity at a catch, but that one ricocheting off the hands of a fan down that third base side.
Oh my goodness. He cut the tension with a knife here in JetBlue Park. The 1-2. Bounce to the right side. Faber comes home to score. Smith on his heels. Hampton is running around third. Alexiadis just got to the ball. 3 runs are in. And Hosley has to attack this. Need a flip to the plate. Just in time to grab Thomas. But that's an important 3 spot as the Animals now lead 7-4.
Fortunately for Tanner Thomas, that ball just continued to keep rolling in the right field grass in JetBlue Park. Party Animals should feel pretty comfortable up 3 runs. They will have to look out for the fact that Malachi Mitchell, the Bananas' designated runner, will be the man placed on first with the bases loaded. But now Jake Lialios is handed the ball in showdowns. Let's not forget, 2024, 3 showdown shutdowns in 5 opportunities for the boys in black and pink.
Lialios was out there in the 7th inning for the Party Animals tonight. Faced 3 batters. It was a double hit by pitch, a single. And then DR Meadows scored the inning-winning run on a wild pitch. Redemption opportunity for Jake. That one ripped by EJ. Fair down the right field or left field line. Dalton Moulding scores. Kyle Jackson right behind him. Malachi Mitchell will score. EJ racing around third. Nice scoop from Lialios. Throw home on the money in time. We're going around 4.
It's what we've experienced playing in this ballpark specifically. Right-handers are at a little bit of a disadvantage with that green monster in left field. And Eric Jones Jr., a man with a lot of power, but not with a crazy amount of speed. And that is what winds up as his downfall, as Aka able to deliver a perfect relay to Jake Lialios, who made sure to take his time as well before delivering a perfect strike home to Andy Cosgrove.
Right, it's exact dimensions to Fenway Park here, so 310 down the left field line. Ball was smoked by EJ. Got to kind of come to the realization that you tattoo a ball down the left field line. If you don't clear the monster, you're probably not going to bring yourself home. The funky dimensions of Fenway Park have been fascinating here in JetBlue Park across this wild 3-game set. Now Noah Fisher steps in. Bounces that one foul off of Brady Kice. Not like the basis. He's A-okay. That guy's actually made of steel. No harm, no foul. 1-1 pitch. That one blasted dead central. It bounces off the wall. It's coming back to Alexiadis. What a fortuitous hop for the Nanners. 3 runs are in. Fisher around third. Hosley gets the relay. Fires it home. Just in time. What a job. Alexiadis, Hosley to Leroy to limit the damage to 3 runs in round 4.
Oh, mama, what a relay! The friendly bounce up the center field wall means Reese Alexiadis does not have to run as far as he ordinarily would have. Meanwhile, Danny Hosley, as soon as he gets that ball in glove, quick little flip out to Bill Leroy to apply that tag on Noah Fisher. And Brady Keiss, after watching Jake Lialios allow the Bananas to tie everything up in the 3rd round of showdowns, will emerge for round 4 and try to nail down the game-winning shutdown for the Party Animals.
Those shades of Kansas City in 2023, Eric Jones Jr. Death by barrel. What a job for the scoreboard crew here in showdowns. Kyle Jackson, first ever opportunity as a showdown batter against his former Visitors teammate. Malachi Mitchell back on first as the game's tying run. AJ fouls it back, caught by the fans. The 1-1, fouled away. The net knocks that one down. The Bananas down to their final strike.
AJ should feel pretty fortunate the net caught that one, or the fans possibly could.
1-2, called strike 3. Keiss rings the bell, and the Party Animals prevail. 10-7 winners after 4 rounds of showdowns.
Brady Keiss, the superior arm in showdowns for the Party Animals, nails down his 2nd punch-out in bonus banana ball, and the Party Animals avoid the sweep, picking up a 10-7 victory.
How poetic. He does it with the fastball. Struck out Dan Oberst in the 1st round of showdowns to keep the game alive. Strikes out K-Jack to win it, and now the Party Animals get to dance. No-brainer for the showman of the afternoon. Drake Toll, you could see him. He's got the Party Animals hero. And we'll throw it down to Toll with Brady Keiss.
Brady, you shut the door.
Yes, sir.
How?
Well, I threw a fastball, then a slider, then a fastball.
Brady, talk about high pressure from the 9th on into showdowns. You win it, you lose it, you win it, you lose it. Talk me through how you kept your composure out there.
Yes, sir. I went to Baba and I said I wanted that. I wanted that next guy. Ended up being a lefty, got my name called, and we went out there and did it.
Lialios comes in, you get a bit of a break right there. Mentality to be called back out to the mound.
Yeah, reset. Lialios went out there, did what he was supposed to do, went back out there, and we got the job done.
How big of a win is this to keep the sweep away in Fort Myers?
It's huge. I think throughout the whole season, it's a big win. You know, we've been on a little bit of a slow streak, but we're back.
Going to Savannah next week, does this propel you to a sweep of your own?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The Party Animals are back.
Brady?
Yes, sir.
That was really cool.
I appreciate it. It was one day.
Let's do it again next weekend.
Let's do it.
Please, no more showdowns, okay?
I agree.
Josh Pico, the longest weekend in banana ball history. I'm going to go take a nap. Party on.
Yeah, we'll join you in just a couple minutes. Drake, thank you so much. Thank you, Brady, for the time. Get a look at the game recap here. Showman, no doubt about it. 2 scoreless innings, the most important 2 of the night, or the afternoon rather, at that. The 8th and the 9th, including a sub-2-minute inning, and then a pair of showdown shutdowns, both of them via the K.
Let it not be forgotten that in this series alone, 11 total rounds of showdowns. And today just felt like another one of those marathons. But oftentimes we talk about pitchers being dialed in banana ball. And of course the goal is always to throw strikes every single pitch. It's as dialed in as we have seen one pitcher specifically in 2025. Kais with a 1 minute and 52 second 8th inning, a 2 minute and 49 second 9th inning, and then 2 showdown shutdowns on 2 strikeouts against Dan Obers and then against Kyle Jackson.
Yeah, what a hard-earned victory for the Party Animals. These have been coin flip ball games, all 3 of them here in the wonderful JetBlue Park. And the Party Animals on the wrong side of those coin flips in games 1 and 2, with walk-offs from Robert Anthony Cruz in round 4 and Eric Jones Jr. in round 3. And finally, in game 3, it is Brady Kais coming up clutch. What a job he does to get the victory in the 3rd, or check that, make it the 4th round of showdowns. Welcome inside with Josh Talevsky, Biko Scala. Thank you all so much for spending your afternoon with us. Safe to say, the craziest weekend of banana ball we have ever had.
I mean, we were coming off of history in Glendale, considering we had a game with the most points ever scored, then a game with the most runs ever scored, and a series with the most trick plays that have ever been accumulated in a 3-game span. And then we come into Fort Myers and see the most rounds of showdowns ever in a single series. All 3 games featuring it, 11 total showdowns across this weekend, and the Party Animals finally able to prevail and snap a 4-game winning streak of the Savannah Bananas.
That means 8 games in, the Bananas still ahead, 5 games to 3 in the main matchup here in Banana Land. And now things get really interesting because we get to see the new look historic Grayson Stadium as we get the 100th year of action in historic Grayson. We have AstroTurf, we have LED lights, we have a new video board. It is going to be so cool to be back in Savannah. I've got chills right now just talking about it. Friday night, we will kick it off. We'll have another ball game Saturday night, and then some more Sunday afternoon action after that. I think it's going to be another wild series if history has anything to say about that.
The show is only going to get better in Savannah, Georgia this season. Of course, with this new AstroTurf, it's likely going to lead to even more trick plays, possibly a trick play record being broken across one of those 3 games in Grayson Stadium. But it's sure to be a really interesting matchup as well, considering the Party Animals, the better team in Savannah in 2023, the Bananas, the better team in Savannah a year ago. So which team will wind up on top this upcoming tour?
We'll find out at least the first series who's going to survive on the home opener this coming weekend. Can't wait to see you there. A huge thank you to our cast and crew. 3 straight marathon ball games here in Fort Myers. Heck of a job by everybody involved. Our camera folks were unbelievable. Our executive producer, Mr. Ivan Trezak, on his game. Same goes for Chad Reese, our director, and the entire crew in the control room up in Savannah. Thank you so much for Drake Toll down on the field. Thanks to the guys for joining us today. How about Tyler Gillum predicting that Dakota Stilt's All-Britain strikeout on the pregame show? You cannot make that up. Thanks Nate Tellier and Brady Kais for joining us as well. And thank you Josh Talevsky for the statistical savantry and the color coordinating extraordinaire. You're going to have a lot of work in the stats here over the next few days, huh, buddy?
You know, it was a thrilling series nonetheless. I would not trade it for anything.
Retweet. Thank you all so much for joining. I am Biko Scala saying so long for now. We will see you Friday night, 7 p.m. Eastern in Grayson will be first pitch. Pregame show will start at least 15 minutes before that. And until we see you on Friday night, of course, we will. See you later!